the boy from St Ignatius College up against the boy from Balaclava. And they're just about ready to start. Umpires here today, Chris Carey, Tim Pfeiffer and Damien Joyce. Your caller, Grant Coffey.
The big fella's ready to go battle. Calabrese up against O'Hara. Good bounce. O'Hara gets his hands to it, goes in after it, tries to get a handball out, wrapped up in the tackle there by Ball-Ace. And we've travelled 1 metre from the centre circle. And the big fella's O'Hara been in fantastic form, Mark, for the Eagle side.
Yeah, he really has. He's really stepped up this year and playing some very good footy.
Taken over the number 1 ruck mantle. Calabrese gets it down. Inkster comes in, tries to pick it up. There's a lot of numbers around the ball already as Calabrese wraps Inkster up in the tackle. And the umpire's going to come in for the 3rd time in a row and bounce it down right on the cricket pitch here at Woodville Oval. Ball goes up, players setting themselves. Calabrese gets it down. Quick kick forward there by Merriman. Only went 20 metres. Comes in now. Bartamucci handballed over there to Robran. Robran, the centre square, kicks inside 50. Goes in there. Oh, players come up. Sikalella pushed his way. It wasn't Sikalella, it was Biglan's. Playing was the call. Came out now towards James on half-forward flank. He handballs over there to Bartamucci. Using the handball, runs around onto the left foot, goes out to Ball-Ace inside 50. He's got players running for him, chips it over the top. He's got his teammate there, and that player's Carslake, and he's marked at 40 metres out in a 45-degree angle. And Carslake, who's a very good player for the Norwood side, normally plays on wing half forward and loves kicking goals, Doug.
He's a beautiful kick of the ball, and I know a couple of weeks ago too he certainly found the ball a lot. I think it was about 43 possessions against South Adelaide. It was a phenomenal performance. So, very talented cricketer too. He played district cricket with Tea Tree Gully, and he comes. There's the shot for goal. It looks pretty good from here. That is a sensational start. It's probably not the Just Great Cars goal of the day, but it's as valuable as anyone that they will kick. And we find Norwood getting the first blood here. They move along to 1 goal straight, 6 points. The Eagles yet to score, and Norwood just going with a slight breeze. It would hardly affect things, though. Mark Passador.
No, I wouldn't think so. And another thing I've noticed here, Robran starting off on the wing and then pushing in the middle. So I think Norwood are going to be looking for him to maybe be the 3rd-man jumper in a lot of the stoppages around the ground.
And I would say he's created some sort of a record. He would be the tallest winger ever.
It's a bit of difference in height, Doug.
Well, in the old language, he's about 6'6" as Jonathan Robran. We know he's mobile, 196 centimetres. There's the bounce up, Calabrese and O'Hara. O'Hara might have got first hand of that one. Not all that effective, though. And a big pack fall on top of it. And there's going to be a bounce up again, very, very close to the centre square in the centre wicket area, which I'm told is fairly hard. Have you been thrown down there, Mark?
No, I just ran through it a few times today at rehab, so...
You know what it's like.
I know what it's like today, yeah.
Big players go up. O'Hara up against Calabrese. Calabrese gets it down, taps off to James. He's wrapped up too high in the tackle. He's going to get a free kick. Too high, said the umpire. He's got players running for him. Robran's one of them. Decides to go longer, looking down there for Yerbury. Also Hill. Oh, pay the mark, umpire. Play onto the cool. Comes out to Yerbury. Tries to get a handball forward. Gallagher goes in. Comes out there to Robbie Newell. Gives it over to Carslake. Runs in on open goal. He's put on 2. Great work there by Norwood. And Carslake, who was a very good player there, took the handball and just put that through for another goal to Norwood. It's his 2nd goal, so Norwood move on to 2 goals straight, 12. The Eagles yet to score.
OK, back here at Woodville Oval. We'll go around the grounds in just a few moments. 3.5 minutes have gone in the opening quarter. It's been all Norwood so far. I know it's very early days, Mark, but... you know, not a good sign from an Eagles point of view.
No, as expected, Norwood have really come out firing, so hopefully the boys can just get their hands on the footy at the moment.
OK, the bounce down in the centre. The big fella's doing battle again. Oh, it was a nice tap out again by O'Hara. Gets it across there to his teammate in power, but he's unloaded. Picked up by Floriani. He's a gutsy little player. He's under a lot of pressure as he got that one away. Tim Hazel now getting his first touch for the afternoon. The former Hawthorn player, the Crow rookie, down towards half forward. Sikalella's in there playing across half back. The players are going in hard. Play on calls the umpire. Biglan's was in there. Came out there to big Brent Fruin as he lumbers through. A hand pass to Floriani. Another hand pass across to Sikalella. It was a bad one. And Fruin couldn't quite control it. Picked up here, though, by Powell. Goes with that left foot of his down towards the wing position. And Toya's got the ball and drives them forward.
Oh, it was a poor kick, though. Went straight to Dawes. On his defensive 50, took a good mark in front. He comes grandstand side, looking there for Big Hill with the long sleeves on today. Bounces in front of him, up against 3 Eagles players, and he's knocked the ball out of play right in front of the grandstand here at Woodville Oval. And probably all he could do there up against 3 Eagles players on that occasion.
Yep, he did well. They're just pushing it out.
Boundary throw in now on the centre wing position, right in front of our grandstand. Wonderful view here. It's a superb ground. Jonathan Robran, for a bloke who stands 196 centimetres, that was wonderful stuff. He got the hand pass out there to Paul Ace. It's cleared the head of players. Yerbury was up there in opposition to Biglands. Two players who are, I think, both on rookie lists, weren't they, in their early days in AFL history? And Sikalella is caught with the ball, and he is being a little bit lively, can we put it that way? And a free kick goes here to young Bryce Campbell, the boy from the ACTs, a left footer. And he looks pretty neat too, the way he kicks that one right up into the 10-metre square. It comes off hands. Robbie Neal was down there, but taken away by Stephen Hall. Goes out now towards the defensive 50 line, but it's going to be all Norwood this time, as they pick the ball up. No, they don't. It's over the line and out of bounds. There will be a throw-in. 40 metres around from the Norwood goal. In superb conditions here at Woodville Oval. Let's check that scoreboard again for Beechwood Homes. Norwood 2 goals straight 12. The Eagles yet to score.
Great start by Norwood. Yerbury up against Biglands. Biglands taps the ball down. Norwood going in after it, but it comes out to Sikalella. He gets a handball over there to Colville. Colville, the skipper. He'll go along the outer side wing position, but it's a poor kick. And it's a mark there to Norwood, and it's Daniels who's taken a good saving mark. He goes long with the kick to half forward. Oh, good mark there by the Norwood side. Bartamucci, being a good player, runs and kicks inside 50, looking there for Papel. Can't take it, comes out the back. Hall goes in there for the Eagles side, been a very good player over a lot of years. Hall goes on the left foot with a kick, but it's fallen into the arms of the tallest swingman in the game, Jonathan Robran. And on Floriani today, as far as height goes, will be a bit of a mismatch. He kicks inside 50, looking there for Hill. Comes at the back, spoiled there by Fruin. Ball hits the ground. Carslake gives it off to Borlace. Borlace from 45 on an angle and puts it through for a point. It's hit the post. And great work there by the Norwood side. The crummers for Norwood, Carslake in particular, very damaging mark around the forward lines.
Yeah, they are. And I'm just going to say, I think Robran looks like they're moulding that on Luke Darcy for the Bulldogs playing in the middle. So far it's been very dangerous, Robran in the middle.
He's probably had 3 or 4 touches already. And there's a great tackle. Brett James, they don't tackle any better than him. Mr. Courageous, the captain of Norwood, he's got the free kick near the centre of the ground. We'll go around the grounds in just a moment. I'm not sure if we're having a problem or two getting through to Norlunga. Tick, you might like to just tell me again down through the headphones as James kicks the ball, and it's a mark to Norwood in the 10-metre square. And it looks like the man Robbie Neal. Is that Robbie Neal? No, it's not. It's not Robbie Neal. It's in fact Joel Patfull. From a distance, they look similar.
They do.
That's my excuse. So we're waiting now for Joel Patfull. In he comes. He's on the power list, and he's put that one through for his first goal for the afternoon. That's a very good effort for the 19-year-old. It was a good mark. And Norwood now 3 goals, 19. The Eagles yet to score. Just a quick comment from Mark Passador.
Yeah, it's so far been all Norwood. I don't think the Eagles have got the ball inside 50 yet. Norwood, if they keep bringing the ball in the 50 like they're doing, are going to be very difficult today because they're kicking a lot of goals at the moment.
Good on you, Mark. It looks like we're having problems getting through to Brady down at Norlunga, so we'll just take the one around the grounds at the moment for National Wireless Two-Way Radio. The man at Richmond, Daniel Beasy.
Doug, down here at Richmond, it's West LA 1 goal straight. Glenelg will get to score. We've only played about 5 minutes down here. Thank you.
Good on you, Daniel. Back in the centre of the ground. Umpire with the ball. Puts it down. Up go the big blokes once again. Tim Nicholas on there for Norwood, but it's going to be taken away this time by little Matty Stokes into centre half forward here for the Eagles. It's taken off hands here at Inkster. He's a natural left footer, goes with the right foot this time and kicks long, kicks deep and puts it through for a minor score. My goodness me, it shows how vital it is, Mark, to get the ball out of the centre.
Yeah, exactly right. First time proper clearance for the Eagles, and they got the ball in the 50, so I think today that's where the footy's going to be won in the middle.
Daniels for Norwood, comes grandstand side, picks outdoors, just about a metre inside the boundary line. Was a good kick. He goes short again, looks there for Clements. Clements on his defensive 50, got plenty of times, had one bounce, comes grandstand side with a long kick, looking down there for Nicholas. He's up in there with Lindsay. Ball hits the ground. Brett James comes in, starting to get plenty of the football. Got a handball out there to Hill, but Fruin came in. Was a poor handball. The ball's hit the ground. There's going to be a free kick, and it's going to go back to Fruin after he gave the handball off. Too high, said the umpire. And Fruin, who's been a pretty good player for the Eagles this year after having a lot of injury last year, cross half back. He goes inboard there to Stokes. Stokes in the centre of the ground, goes to centre half forward, where he's looking there for Ellis, but at the back is Stewie Bound, takes a good mark over the back. He plays on, goes out. That's a poor kick. Toyer's marked it from that poor kick. on the wing position. He decides to play on. That's another poor kick. So the skills are very poor here. Gallagher got the ball, but he's just handballed it straight to Toya for the Eagles. He goes inside 50. Filippo. It's a poor kick and fell at his boots. Someone's got to hit a target here. Comes out to Hazel. Hazel picked up the footy. Handball to Daniels. Gave it over there to Dawes with a handball. Runs outside his defensive 50. Goes long with a kick, but he's kicked it straight to the Eagles again in Merriman.
Merriman was in sensational form last week. He started off pretty well today, and that's a lovely kick, as Mark Passador mentioned earlier in our broadcast. One of the things about him is his disposal. He found Filippo, who comes in short and finds Toya, who's had the ball on a string in recent times. I think about the only player wearing long sleeves in that Eagles lineup today. The only one for the Norwood team is Hill, both interstate recruits this year. And the kick from Toya has found a teammate in Ellis. He'll kick from about 48 metres. Mark Passador.
I'll tell you what, Dale Ellis have no trouble kicking the distance here. He doesn't mind having a shot at training for about 65 out. Has no trouble making a distance, so I'll back him here.
Is he the longest kick in the club, Mark?
Yeah, quite easily.
In comes Ellis. There is the kick. That is magnificent for distance. Just swinging offline at the last minute and hitting one of the advertising signs at the base of the fence behind the goals. And he puts it through for a minor score. The Eagles 2 behinds 2 points. Norwood 3-1-19. The Beechwood home scoreboard.
Daniels comes grandstand side. Bartamucci took the mark. Starting to get plenty of the football. Goes inboard looking forward. Nicholas, but in front Stokes takes a good mark. And Stokes, who's been in great form for the Eagles since coming down from the Northern Territory. He goes there looking for McKenzie, but it's that man Dawes again. Cuts it off, takes a mark, plays on. Scott Borlase on his own on half forward. Picks it up, wheels around on the right foot, looking there for what a slips catch. The umpire's 100 metres away, but he's going to pay it. And he's marked it just inside the 50. He's hemmed right up against the boundary line.
That's a contender.
It's a contender, Doug, for the Paradise Community Church mark of the day. And that was a slips catch. He could get in the one-day side there for Australia after that effort. And Yerbury now, he's actually up against the fence. He'll need a very good kick.
I think Zimbabwe might need him.
Well, will he do the right thing and centre it? Or will he do what every good forward does and have a pot shot at goal? He's going to have a pot shot at goal, but it's going to land on the goal square. Up they go. And Lindsay taps it through for a rush behind for the Norwood side. So it's Norwood now 3-2. That's 20. The Eagles 2 behinds on the Beechwood home scoreboard.
Tremendous effort there by Yerbury, that mark, and it's certainly been the Paradise Community Church mark of the day so far. A little short kick came in from Stokes, and Toya picking up about his 5th position, probably that too, but possession as well. He goes in short, gets it across there, and we find it is going to be the Eagles going forward, and the mark has been taken on the centre wing position, and the boy out there looks like Fruin. In comes Fruin now. Oh, there's a player out there in Lindsay who's got a paddock in front of him. Goes with his right foot instead of his natural left foot. The Norwood's defenders are up to it, though. Going in hard here. And you don't often get Norwood as the underdogs, but they certainly are today. They lead 3-2-20. The Eagles 2 behinds. Mark Passador.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Fergus Watson was really great. Put his head over the footy and copped a knock, but that's really the way he goes about his footy. He's very courageous and really has a crack.
It's going to be a very good player, Fergie. Lindsay taps the ball down, looks there for Ellis. In comes a player there in Gallagher. Gets a kick forward. He's got Nicholas on his own out in the wing. Took the mark. He's going to kick inboards. Got there Hazel. Hazel running, the Adelaide rookie. Handballs over the top to Gallagher. Running through the cricket pitch. Yerbury centre half forward takes a good mark. Gives it off to Robin. He's tackled, holding the ball. Play off, says the umpire. Floriani gets it. Handballs over to Powell. He in turn handballs it to Fruin on half back. Goes the outer side of the ground. He's got Stokes. Stokes has got 20 metres clear. Decides now to go long with a kick inside 50. Ellis at the back. He's taken it, the big fella. Good work there by the Eagles. And Ellis, who's presenting himself at centre half forward, he's up against a quality player there in Stewie Bound. And this fella is a thumping kick, Doug, and he could actually kick this into the $5.50 lunch special in the Eagles club rooms.
$5.50. I thought I heard only $5 earlier.
$5.
Yeah, that's put me under pressure.
No, they are $5. So all you Eagle fans and any fans, get down to the Eagles Club and get into them. They're a great meal.
So the people now having their lunch, the $5 special, as they see this one going straight through the middle for the first goal to the Eagles. Great work there by Ellis. And that's the Eagles' first goal. They're 1-8. The Norwood side, 3-20. on the Beechwood home scoreboard, and there's another ruck change. Calabrese on, Nicholas off.
I've noticed that Norwood, that's the second ruck change they've made, so obviously the tactic of theirs is to give the ruckman 5-minute bursts and really attack the Lindsay and O'Hara combination.
And a fairly healthy crowd here. We were a bit worried earlier, Grant, but goodness me, it has built up nicely. Still plenty of room, though. It's at Norwood 3-2-20. The Eagles 1-2-8. 15 minutes into the first quarter. We'll go around the grounds again for National Wireless two-way radio. And we can only get to one ground at this stage, so we'll take that report from Daniel Beasy at Richmond.
Yeah, Doug, down here, Richmond's West Adelaide, 3 goals straight, 18. Glenelg, 1 goal, 6. So we played about 15 minutes here into the first quarter.
And the action now with the Eagles, and Luke Toyer, who's been wonderful so far, has just put it through for a goal. Tremendous effort there. And we find it is the Eagles 2-2-14. Still 6 points behind Norwood, though. 3-2-20, the Beechwood home scoreboard. Mark Passador.
Once again, Grant, just see how critical it is to get the ball out of the middle. Once the Eagles got out that time, we're able to get it straight down the forward line. And if you get the ball out of the middle that quickly, it really does put a lot of pressure on the defenders. It makes their life pretty tough. So that's the key to the game at the moment.
It's one of the Eagles' strengths, the midfield, and they've got Lindsay and O'Hara. It's going to be a great contest in the ruck with Calabrese and young Nicholas. So we'll see how that unfolds during the course of the day, but it's going to be Calabrese up against Lindsay on this occasion. It favours Calabrese, gets his hands to it. Players going in after it. Calabrese goes in. Powell's also in there for the Eagles. Big Carlos trying to bustle his way through. Can't do so. And the umpire's going to come in and bounce it down just about in the centre of the ground here at Woodville Oval. We've travelled nearly 16 and a half minutes in the first quarter, and it's the Eagles 2 goals 2-14. They're trailing Norwood 3 goals 2-20. Umpire puts the ball down. There's a lot of players around the footy. James picked it up, gets a quick kick. It's a torpedo punt up towards centre half forward. Hill picked it up off the crumbs. A throw, but it came out there to Sikalella, playing across half back. Handballs over there to Biglands. He's playing in the back pocket today. He goes long with a kick inside 50. Youngster and the 230 Watts said, "Get out of my way, people, I'm coming through," and took a great mark on the chest. And Big Fergie, he'll be kicking from about 45 to 50 metres out, but he's kicking. Would he be kicking downhill, Doug? Slightly.
Slightly, I would think. All ovals, they tend to slope down from the centre. So in that sense, it doesn't matter which end you kick from, but interesting.
Exactly. He'll be kicking to the $5 lunch special end as he comes in. Big Fergie, that's a sensational looking kick to the clubhouse end. He's put it straight through for his first goal of the day. And the Eagles have hit back with 3 goals. It's 3 goals, 2 apiece, 20 here at Woodville Oval. Travel 17 and a half minutes. And Doug, could be a contender for the Just Great Cars goal of the day.
Well, I looked at our fire this morning and they were just great coals. She'd been burning all night. No, that was a good goal, that one, and you must be glad, Mark, that from an Eagles point of view, that the Crows decided not to take him over to Melbourne.
Oh, they actually did take him over to Melbourne. He flew back this morning, so he's probably up bright and early on the flight, but he's made a very good start.
It's an amazing game now, the way it's all played, isn't it? All round the countryside. There goes the bounce up, and a tap out there by Lindsay, who waited on the ground. Got it across to Floriani. The Eagles into attack again to centre half forward. An awkward bounce there for Stokes. He's doubled back, though. He's still in there fighting for the ball, but and he's smothering that kick by Grundy, and picked up here by Powell. Powell with a long kick up towards the teeth of goal. Up they go. From behind it was Daniels knocking the ball away from that man. Watson coming out of defence. The Norwood defenders, but a good strong marks taken on the wing here by Merriman.
Gives it over the handball to Sikalilla. He goes in short to Winks. Oh, he went to play on. And the sleeper hold was put on him there. He's going to get a free kick. So Winkster on the half-forward flank for the Eagles side, kicking to the clubhouse end with the left foot. Oh, great smother. Oh, Bartamucci was going to go in after the football, and on this occasion it was Inkster who put the sleeper hold on Bartamucci, so he's going to receive the free kick.
A little bit of frustration, I think, might have been there.
No doubt about that, Doug, as Bartamucci now with the free kick goes long up there looking for Hill. Hill works his way onto the foot. He can't take it. Ball hits the ground, comes out to Potter, handballed over to Sikalella. He handballed over there to Colville. Colville's wrapped up in the tackle, handballed to Biglands on the half-forward flank. He handballed to Sikalella. Ringer Rosie, handball to Potter. little short kick now to Mackenzie. Now they've given it back to Ciclella with a handball. Now to Merriman. They've travelled 15 metres and they've had 10 touches. Now he goes long with a kick. Down there looking for Toya just inside 50. Oh, but it's great work there by Clements. Came in, attacked the football and received a free kick. Too high, said the umpire on Toya.
That's the third head-high tackle in about 5 minutes, so it looks like the fellas out there getting very fired up.
There's the kick back and now towards the centre of the ground, and the mark is taken here by Daniels, the former Port Power player, of course, Stephen Daniels, and a veteran now with Norwood. Oh, terrible kick from James Gallagher. He's just hoping none of the Crows officials are watching that, because it was a woeful kick, and he's normally very, very good with foot and hand. In towards centre half forward go Norwood. Robbie Neal, the target down there, down towards the half forward flank, and the ball's gone across the line and out of bounds. A person over there with, it looks like a Norwood scarf. They look pretty colourful, don't they, in the background? And the big ice factory further in the background. There's the throw-in. It actually landed in front of the two ruckmen. There's a lot of players on the ball. A hand pass comes out there from James. Gets it across here to Bartamucci, who's been very busy. That left foot kick of his, he does it well. Should have been marked there by Patfull. He missed it. Comes back in, though. A good second effort here from Patfull now with the left foot kick right up in towards the teeth of goal, and the mark has been taken, and the goal has been kicked. Andrew Hill has done it. The recruit from Tasmania has kicked it. Boy from Collingwood went across to Tassie, and he has kicked a goal. So it's Norwood 4-2-26, the Eagles 3-2-20, the Beechwood home scoreboard. Special comments, Mark Passador.
Just a concern for the Eagles. Luke Toya, who's had a very good 20 minutes, has just left the ground with what looks to be maybe an elbow, so that's a bit of a concern for the Eagles because he's got plenty of the footy so far. And
there was one thing there, Mark. Brent Fruin just lost the footy there for a while and got caught out, and a great mark there by Hill on the goal square. Finished off with the goal. Back in the centre, it's going to be Calabrese up against Lindsay. Big fellas go up at it. Lindsay gets his hands to it, comes out towards Powell. Handballed over to Floriani. Got a quick kick forward down there towards centre half forward. Ellis charged out, bounced over his head. Grundy was in there, came out towards Filippo. He's wrapped up in the tackle there by Clements, and the umpire comes in to ball it down right on the 50-metre attacking line for the Eagles, and it's Norwood 4 goals 2-26, the Eagles 3 goals 2-20, travelled 21.5 minutes in this first quarter, and we've got a great game on our hands here at Woodville Oval in perfect conditions for both sides. The big man Calabrese taps it down there looking forward, comes out towards James. He handballed over the top to Robram, playing on a wing today. He comes grandstand side looking for Yerbury up against Hall. Great spoil at the back by Hall. Comes out to James. He got a quick kick forward. No, it was a handball there. The ball ace got a quick kick forward, but it's the play in through and took a good mark over the back of Hill on that occasion.
I reckon he's just about the best centre-half back in the comp. He's not spectacular, but boy, he is solid.
Very solid.
And he finds another very solid defender too in Stephen Hall, his vice-captain, who's a long way down from full-back, obviously following Patfull down. Kicks down towards the wing. Up they go, the big fellows. It comes off hands. It was Ellis there. Gathering the crumbs was Little Stokes. A nice spoil from behind there by Calabrese. The ball is on the half-forward line here for the Eagles. It's a great game. Actually, it's really picked up in intensity. We've got 6 points the margin. Norwood in front on the Beechwood home scoreboard. 50 metres out, though, from the Eagles' goal, and the umpire will come in and call for a bounce. We're trying to make contact with Brady down at Norlunga. Brady, if you're listening to us, if you can give Tick a call, that'd be great. And we'll take another update from Daniel Beasy this time, though, thanks to National Wireless two-way radio. Here's Daniel at Richmond.
Now, Doug, down here, it's 4 goals 125 to West Adelaide, Glenelg 2-1-13.
And the action just out in front of our broadcast pointers, Brent Fruin, that man we were talking about, went with the hand pass, got it across to Cicalella. He in turn drops the ball in short. Lots and lots of courage shown there by Matthew Stokes, and he's taken the mark midway between the wing and half forward.
Stokes now been a very good player already today. He goes long with a kick inside 50, looking down there for Big Fergie Watts, but over the back, a great mark there by Robran, playing on the wing position. He goes the outer side of the ground where he's got Grundy. Grundy now has had one bounce. He's got 30 metres in front of him, has 2 bounces. Goes long with a kick to the outer side. Down there looking for Robbie Newell. Can't take the mark. He's going to receive a free kick, though, and on that occasion playing in front.
It looks like we might have a score from Norlunga. I think I've got this right. Tick at South 2-5-17, North Adelaide 1-1-7. Have I I've got all that right. Okay, so they'd be approaching quarter time down there. So it's been dominated by South on the scoreboard anyway in the opening quarter. Brett James kicks the ball in towards centre half forward, comes off hands, and Andrew Merriman brings it out of defence for the Eagles.
Merriman looking out there towards Spear, just onto the ground. Spear now, it's had one bounce. He's going to have two, decides to go with a kick. They're looking for the big Duke. Fergie Watts can't pick it up on the half volley. Good enough to go back in after it up against Daniels. Picks it up, tries to get a quick kick forward. It's a dribble kick. It's only travelled a couple of metres, and the ball has gone out of play as Potter comes off for the Eagles side and Filippo back on. And Filippo, a late inclusion in the Eagles side today.
Facially, they look fairly similar. Dark hair, and I thought a while ago it was Filippo on the ground, but of course it's Potter. Filippo standing a little bit taller, and he's gone down into the forward line. Or has he gone on to Jonathan Robran? Now, that's an interesting one. Robran's sort of been playing on the wing, which has been very, very interesting.
Been a good player both ends of the ground, Robin, but so we'll just have to keep an eye on how they're going to match up with him.
The action back now, though, with little Gallagher. Was he caught too high? I think he was, the umpire says. And so James Gallagher now on the half-back flank here for Norwood to drive his side into attack. James Gallagher, obviously keen to do well to get back in that Crows lineup, comes across the ground and finds his teammate there in Tim Hazel. Hazel, of course, with AFL experience with Hawthorn. And what courage was shown through the week by Nathan Thompson. It was wonderful stuff. Comes out now to Daniels. Kicks the ball in towards centre half foot. It wasn't such a good kick. And we find it's going to be picked up here by the Eagles onto his left foot there, and thumping it high in the air was Sikalella. Good mark. Now, that is a contender for the Paradise Community Church mark of the day. Not spectacular. It was just a strong mark, and it was taken by Tim Hazel at centre half back.
Been a very good player. Comes grandstand side where he's got Bound. Null on his back play on, said the umpire. In goes Bound for the Norwood side. Goes long with a kick inside 50, looking down there towards Robbie Neal. Ball hits the ground. Bartamucci's in there. He tries to get a handball. Does so now to Robbie Neal. Goes over there to Big Yerbury. In comes Colville. He can't take the ball. There's a lot of players around the football. Will it spill out? It does now. Paul James gets it over there to Hill. Has a pot shot at goal, but it's gone to the right of the post for a behind. And that takes Norwood now to 4 goals, 3-27. The Eagles 3 goals, 2-20 on the Beechwood home scoreboard.
Yeah, I think Justin Sickler there went the bump and perhaps maybe should have gone the tackle, enabled Norwood to spill the ball out and have a shot on goal. So probably lucky there, the Eagles, that they didn't kick a goal.
Almost quarter time here. 26.5 minutes have gone. In fact, there is the siren. It is quarter time. And we find it's Norwood. A great first quarter, but a good comeback by the Eagles. It's Norwood 4 goals, 3 as I write it down. 4 goals, 3, 27. And the Eagles, 3 goals, 2, 20.
So, I mean, obviously our movement of the ball hasn't probably been as great in the first quarter, made a few skill errors. So hopefully it was pretty similar to last week where the first quarter was a bit, not too many possessions hit the target. So hopefully in this second quarter we can get on top of our skills and start hitting a few more targets.
Well, we're just about ready to start the second quarter here. The umpire holds the ball up. Grant Coffey's all set.
All ready to go, Doug, as Big O'Hara is going to be up against Calabrese. Been a pretty good contest so far. Ball goes down. It's a good bounce. Big fellas go at it. No one can get their hand to it. McKenzie picked it up. Got a quick kick forward there, down there towards half forward. Came out there towards Ruglow. He couldn't take it. And Robram came in and picked up the football, and he was wrapped up in the tackle straight away. So the umpire's going to come in and bounce it down on the half-forward flank. Doug.
Got an update at Noarlunga. It is quarter time there. South Adelaide 5-6-36, leading North Adelaide 2-1-13 at quarter time.
O'Hara taps the ball down. Ball ace gets a handball, but it came out towards Inkster. Quick kick forward there by McKenzie inside 50 to the big Duke. Fergie Watts took a good mark in front of Grundy. And the big fella is 40 metres out, just about directly in front, and already, even after having travelled back from Melbourne this morning, playing very good football.
Yeah, he is, Grant, and it makes a difference there. The ball got out of the pack quickly. The Eagles' forward line was very open. Fergus was in front of his man. They would just run on and take that mark, so that pays to play in front.
Big Fergus Watts now comes in 40 metres out, just about directly in front. It's a good-looking kick. He's pretty happy with it as he pumps his fist. And the big fella has kicked his second goal. And a great start. He kicked one in the first, one in the second. That takes the Eagles now to 4 goals, 2-26. They're trailing Norwood 4 goals, 3-27 on the Beechwood home scoreboard. And Big Fergie Doug, you would think that he would be a chance for the Adelaide side in the coming weeks.
I certainly sooner than later. Be interesting to hear your thoughts on Fergus Watts. Do you think he's ready to go to the next level yet, Mark?
Oh, I think he do, and I think the other great thing about Fergus is he's come down to our club as a new player and really fitted in, come down and been very enthusiastic. So he goes about his footy in that way too, so I really do wish him all the best, and I think he will be in the Adelaide Crows very soon.
There's the bounce up on the centre of the ground. Lovely tap out from the player in O'Hara, but it was picked up by James in towards centre half forward. Will be grabbed here by Fruin, who barges his way through. Boy, that was Tongs, tough stuff. Got it out there in the direction of Floriani. He couldn't control it. Neither can Colville. It's rough, it's tough in there. As another hand pass came out now in the direction of little James Gallagher. What will he do? Tries to use his pace. Caught with the ball. That was a fantastic tackle there by Luke Toyer. We don't have an award for that one, but certainly it is the tackle of the day. Perhaps we'll mention a donut shop or something like that, because one of the Eagles statisticians is here beside me eating donuts while he's meant to be doing his work. As we find it's going to be John Floriani now. Gets the ball in towards centre half forward. Watts couldn't take it. It's taken away here, though, by the player there in Daniels onto his left foot, down towards the wing, and he's found Bartabucci. Midway between wing and half-back. He drops the ball in short. Andrew Hill now grabs the ball. Got the long sleeve jumper on. In towards centre half forward and then jumping up in the air and thumping it with his fist. He perhaps could have taken the mark. Sicaletta, but went for the safety of the boundary line. And that's where it is. It's over the line. 1 point the margin here in favour of Norwood. Mark.
One thing I've noticed, Doug, is both teams are pushing very hard in the opposition's forward line. That's leaving a lot of space in the middle of the ground. So when the ball's cleared out, they're able to run the footy out of defence, both teams.
55 metres out from the Norwood goal. Comes out there towards Paul James. He got off for his brother, and Brett kicks inside 50 down towards the goal square. Players sending themselves. Ball hits the ground. Sicaletta goes in, tries to get a handball out. Can't do so. And the umpire comes in to bounce it down 30 metres out from the Norwood goal. Travelled 3.5 minutes in the second quarter, and it's Norwood 4 goals 3-27. They're leading the Eagles 4 goals 2-26 by a point in a great game here at Woodville Oval. Bigland's up against Yerbury. Yerbury taps the ball down, comes out there towards Borlase, tried to get a handball forward, went in back after it, gave it off there towards Gallagher. He got it off to James, Brett James, and then he spotted up with a kick. Robrin at centre half forward. Goes long with a kick to the forward pocket, looking there for Pat Full. Up goes Fruin. Oh, good mark there by Fruin. And that's a contender for the Paradise Community Church mark of the day. He plays on quickly, comes out towards Biglands. Biglands playing in the back pocket on the ruckman, but it's a poor kick. He's gone straight to Carslake, and Carslake's marked it on 50. He goes long with a kick, looking there towards Robbie Neal. Can't take a good spawn there by Fruin. Comes to the front of Pack McKenzie. They're running out of defence, the Eagles. Got off to Spear. Oh, good mark there to Rugalo in front of his opponent on that occasion indoors, and Rugalo been a very good player for the Eagles this year.
Drops the ball in towards the half-forward line. He's going to pick up Ellis here. Ellis swings round onto the left foot. Spear's got the ball. He's going to spear this one across with the banana kick. It was a very, very good attempt, but just off target, and puts it through for a minor score.
That's great running there by Luke Spear. He was involved in that contest in the Norwood forward 50, and he kept running right down the ground and ended up having a shot on goal.
And very good mark for a guy who had a hamstring injury last week, so he's made a great recovery.
Yeah, apparently it was cramp, so he's recovered all right from that.
That's what sort of hamstring injury you need to get.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. So waiting now for the kick in. It's not a bad one either. From Daniels, comes out towards halfback. Oh, lovely attempt, and it is a mark. It's a Paradise Community Church mark of the day contender, that one by Stewie Bowder. Beauty there at centre halfback, and we find it's going to be Jonathan Robrin. Now, he's just about best man on the ground. He's been sensational today. He's taken 2 bounces, 3 bounces. He's 55 metres out from goal. He's going to set it up for his forwards, and he's found his teammate. It'll be a free kick. No, it won't be. The umpire, Tim Pfeiffer, says it's play on. I thought it could have been. It's going to be a goal this time, though. The left foot snapshot there by the little player in Paul James, and he's put it through for his first goal for the afternoon. Hasn't had a lot of touches, but it's a very, very handy goal. Norwood moving along to 5-3-33. The Eagles 4-3-27. 6 points the margin. Comments, Mark Passador.
Yeah, Jonathan Robin really is causing a bit of havoc for the Eagles there out in that wing. He took a couple of bounces there and got the ball deep into the forward 50. So not too sure who. It looks like Luke Spear might be matched on him at the moment, but the Eagles need to tighten up on him.
As we go around the grounds again, we're having a few problems, as we said, at Noarlunga, but we'll keep you up to date with as many scores as possible at Noarlunga. But let's take a score, first of all, from Richmond, and here's Daniel Beasy.
Yeah, Doug, down here in Richmond. It's just started the second quarter. West Adelaide 5-4-34, leading Redlegs 4-1-25. So it's 9 points, and it's just the start of the second quarter.
Good on you, Daniel. And at quarter time, the score we had from Noarlunga, it was South 5-6-36 over North Adelaide 2-1-13. And Tick, have you got a half-time score there for us at the Crows and Hawthorn?
I do, Doug. The Crows 9-8-62, leading Hawthorn 3-8-26.
Okay, the action back here at Woodville Oval this time. Oh, a little bit of a push and a shove, and Hill is not afraid to use his weight. I've seen him a couple of times, and this time it's Merriman and Hill. They probably would have clashed a couple of times in the VFL too, but certainly...
I think he just gave him one of the solar plexus there, Doug.
Well, you're a little bit more technical than me. As coming through now was Carslake. That was good football. He got it across there to his teammate in Hazel. Hazel kicks the ball up towards centre half forward. It falls through the hands there of Red Biglands. Probably lacking a little bit of match practice. As there's a free kick. Got to be paid, that one. And getting up there on the bottom of that pack is Luke Spear.
Spear now with the free kick goes over there towards Rugolo on the wing position, but the ball was going to beat him out of play on centre wing outer side of the ground. Travelled 7.5 minutes in the second quarter. It's Norwood 5 goals 3-33. They're leading the Eagles 4 goals 3-27, a 6-point margin to the Norwood side, and a very close contest here at the Woodville Oval. Umpire throws the ball in. Calabrese taps it down, comes in the way of Sikalella, but he just walks the ball out of play once again. And Sikalella being used across half-back in a bit of a different role this year, Mark.
Yeah, it's probably something new for him, but he seems to be doing all right there. It gives us probably a bit more run out of defence than we've had in the previous couple of years.
Umpire throws the ball in. O'Hara pushes Calabrese out the way, taps it down, and it comes out to Bartamucci. Bartamucci 70 metres from goal, kicks it inside 50. It's going to be a free kick further downfield. That was Big Lindsay there, who just gave someone the don't argue behind play, but it's going to be a free kick, and it's Carslake.
And I would say the Eagles are probably fortunate that the ball's not even brought further down, closer to goal, Grant.
Oh, you're a very hard man, Doug, but the ball's with Carslake.
You just can't knock players over, though, behind the play. Come on.
He's a big man there, Lindsay, so it doesn't take much for him to knock people over.
There was an Academy Award there, no doubt about that, as Carslake. He's 40 metres out from goal. He's already kicked 2 in the first. He's normally a very good kicker of the football, and he's pretty happy with this one as well, as he's kicked his third. 3 goals to Carslake and 6 to Norwood. 6 goals, 3-39, the legs. Eagles 4 goals, 3-27 on the Beechwood home scoreboard. And Carslake is damaging. When he gets the football, Mark, you need to watch out around goals.
Yeah, well, he's kicked through already, and he's looking very good. So hopefully the Eagles can just tighten up. But obviously that one was a bit unfortunate. It was a free kick downfield, so his defender can't be held too accountable for that.
12 points the margin now. Norwood in front. The Beechwood Homes game of the day. We are nearly 10 minutes into the second quarter here. Superb conditions at Woodville Oval. I know I keep saying that, but it's a magnificent day. Just a beautiful autumn day. Almost a winter's day, I guess. As a hand pass came out from Jonathan Robran, who I reckon is just about best man on the ground. Here's another lad who's doing well too in Matthew Bartamucci. He's got that left foot. He's a very, very polished footballer. In towards centre half forward. Robbie Neal was his target. I don't know that Robbie Neal's had a touch so far. But our stats man, Paul Glandis, by the way, not with us today. Paul has got a bad dose of the flu, and if you're feeling a bit off colour too, as Paul is, we certainly wish you well. Hope you're enjoying our broadcast, though.
Yeah, Ryan Potter started on Robbie Neal, and now Luke Powell's on him, and they've both done a very good job so far.
It's going to be Lindsay up against Nicholas on the Nord 50-metre attacking line. Lindsay taps the ball down, but it's Carslake. Bursts his way through. He's 30 metres out. Wheels around on the left foot. He was hemmed up against the boundary. Falls in that goal square. And it was a mark there by Patfull, but he's got in the back of Biglands. And Biglands, who was a mighty big fellow, so he had to push him out of the way on that occasion. The umpire was right on the spot, and has awarded a free kick there to Biglands in the goal square. He goes the outer side of the ground where he's picked out Fruin, been a good player today for the Eagles side, up against Andrew Hill, the new Norwood recruit. Fruin now picks out Stokes. Stokes took a one-hander there in front of the scoreboard. Another short little pass back there to Fruin, so he's already had plenty of touches, probably had about a dozen touches already. He was put under pressure as he had the kick, came out there towards Borlace. Borlace there, handballed over there towards Carslake. It was Gallagher, came out now towards the play there, and Bartamucci wheels around on the right foot. It's going through for a goal! Great stuff there by Norwood, and Bartamucci's on fire there for the legs, and Norwood have kicked their 7th. 7 goals, 3-45 to the Norwood side. 4 goals, 3-27 to the Eagles on the Beechwood home scoreboard. And Doug, that's a contender for the Just Great Cards goal of the day. And Mark, Norwood are running away.
Yeah, they're looking good at the moment. Norwood, they're just putting a lot of pressure on the footy, and when the Eagles putting the Eagles under a lot of pressure with their disposal, and it's enabling them to get the turnovers and then come down and kick the goals.
We'll go around the grounds in just a few moments. We'll get an update from Norlunga and also across to Daniel Beasy at Richmond Oval very, very soon. There's the bounce up, the tap out there by Lindsay for the Eagles, but it's taken here by Carslake once again in towards St. Huff forward. We find it is going to be Robbie near the snapshot. The goal. That is in fact now I'm getting all mixed up here in the excitement. That is the Just Great Cars goal of the day so far.
And Doug, how dare you say that man Robbie Newell hadn't had a touch, because then he was absolutely fantastic the way he wheeled that one around the body. Great work by Robbie Newell, and a very good player, Mark.
Yeah, he is. That's one of the dangers with Robbie Newell. Like I said, he had been very quiet, but it doesn't take many possessions for him to knock up 3 or 4 goals, and he's starting to look a bit dangerous now with that one kick, so hopefully he doesn't get too many more.
Okay, so we will go around the grounds now with the margin here. It's blown out to some 24 points, 4 goals the margin. Norwood in front as a big thump comes out of the centre once again from Tim Nicholas. But we'll go around the grounds though. I'm getting all excited here, let me tell you. And it is going to be first of all Daniel Beasy at Richmond. Daniel.
Doug, down at broad spectrum, it's West Adelaide by 3 points, 6-5-41 to West Adelaide, and Glenelg 6 goals something, I'm not sure, they're 38 points.
At Norlunga Oval, Doug, it's South Adelaide 5-6-36 to Richmond 2-4-16. Not much change.
And a goal there, Doug, by the Eagles side, and it was Vincenzo Rugolo who's put that one through for a good reply to the Eagles side, moving it quickly through the midfield. Great goal.
Yeah, it was a great goal, young Vinny. He's very strong through his lower legs there, Vinny. He's got tree trunks, so he was able to hold through that tackle well and kick the goal.
So back into the centre of the ground here. Major goal kicker on the ground so far today is Scotty Carslake.
Scotty Carslake with 3 and very damaging.
So back in the centre of the ground, the big fella in Paul Lindsay, the vice-captain, or deputy vice-captain, isn't he, of the Eagles? Let me just check that.
Correct.
Yeah, deputy vice-captain, of course, Stephen Hall. We don't want to take that title from him. Both great leaders, though. And young Tim Nicholas doing battle here against them for Norwood. Umpire puts the ball down. It's a beautiful bounce to up go the big fellas. Lindsay seemed to get the tap out there. Comes out in the direction of Stokes. Went for the hand pass. Gets it across to Powell. Goes with his left foot down towards the... goes out towards the wing. It fell out of the hands of Inkster. Picked up by Colville. There's a hand pass or a tap on there from Dawes out to James. Comes back to Dawes. And the umpire says it is going to be a free kick, though, to Brett James. Brett James.
Been a good player, Doug, already. Had plenty of the football.
Yeah, he has been. I reckon he's probably in the top 3 on the ground so far. He does a lot of stuff too that's unnoticed, but obviously I've noticed it to say he's in the top 3. But he got it across to that man Robert again, who's been sensational. Comes out now to the boy in Clements, down towards half forward. Up went Stewie Bound, and that is a contender for the Paradise Community Church Mark of the Day. Stewie Bound, if he's got a strength, it's his marking, as we all know. Even in the couple of games he played, or 3 or 4 games he played with Adelaide, it was his marking that stood out. Up towards full forward he goes. A big leap there by a pack of players. Comes off hands. There's a hand pass. No, there's not. The ball is on the ground. I think the umpire's going to come in and ball it up. I see Justin Sicolella in there and a couple of Norwood boys just getting up off the bottom of that pack. But it's about 40 metres out from the Norwood goal. They've done most of the attacking. They lead 8-3-51 on the Beechwood home scoreboard. Eagles 5-3-33.
Biglands goes up for the ball, taps it down, comes out towards Sicolella. Colville got the handball. He in turn handballed over there to Toya. Toya back on the ground after hurting his arm early on. A little short kick over there towards Stokes. Stokes now another short kick towards the grandstand. Oh, it's gone out of play. Look there for his teammate in Westbrook. But the kick there from Stokes has gone out of play on the full right in front of the grandstand, and it's going to be Tim Hazel with the free kick. Been a very good player today for Norwood, playing across half-back. The former Hawthorn player and Adelaide Crows rookie, who are playing well today over Hawthorn. He goes long inside 50, comes down towards Patfull up against Biglands. Ball comes down there to Paul James. Paul James centres it down towards Bartamucci, goes up, can't take it. King comes, Yerbury knocks it through for a behind, and great work there by the Norwood side. Through for another point. That's 8 goals, 4-52 Norwood. Eagles 5 goals, 33.
Scott Ballace's handball out of the pack there was sensational, hitting the target. It was a great handball.
It was so quick. I was trying to work out who did it, and it was just so quick. There's the kick out, though, and it looks like it is, or a kick.
Hasn't been touched?
No, hasn't been touched. It's out of bounds, and there's a free kick that's paid here to Norwood, and the free kick was paid to Robin, who's got beautiful disposal, and that man, Robbie Neal, has chipped in. It happened a few weeks ago. We said somebody weren't holding their marks, and all of a sudden they had a purple patch.
I think the thing with Robbie Neal, Doug, is that he probably only gets 8 to 10 touches a game, but he'll do the tap-ons to the team's advantage and then pop up with 3 or 4 goals, and it's a very damaging play. You just got to watch him for the whole day.
He's one of the best two-sided players I think I've ever seen, and I'm talking AFL as well. He's a beautiful kick with left foot, but he's a natural right footer, and he comes now 45 metres out from goal. There's the kick for goal. It looks all right from here. It was from a fairly difficult angle, and he has just drilled that one straight through the centre. That's his second goal for the afternoon, and we find the Norwood team move along now to 9 goals for 58. They lead the Eagles 5-3-33. That is the Beechwood Homes scoreboard. Mark Passador, Norwood doing everything right, the Eagles struggling a bit.
Yeah, Norwood are doing everything right. They're putting, as I said before, they're putting a lot of pressure on the ball carrier, and then when the ball's turned over, they're able to get the ball into space and use it quite well, and they're really running the footy.
Okay, we'll go around the grounds, the other games very, very soon, and find out what's happening at Noarlunga and also at Richmond. Of course, the Crows doing battle with Hawthorn this afternoon. There's the bounce up. Lindsay got the tap out, picked up by Carslake, though. He went with a hand pass. It was ill-directed. Grabbed here by Westbrook. He bounces, hand passed the ball down in front of him. It was intercepted by Brett James. Got it across to Dawes, who in turn got it across to Gallagher, who drops the ball in short. Here's another very good player today, Bartamucci. Lovely skills in towards centre half. That is a good mark by Merriman. Good mark. You said it, Grant.
Good, very good mark as he plays on quickly. Handballs over there to Hall. Hall comes grandstand side. He's got Toyer all on his own. Picks it up now. He's going to be pressured there by Bryce Campbell. Got the handball off there towards Stokes. Stokes there with a long kick down towards Ellis. He's up. Oh, nearly a good mark over the back of the pack by Stewie Bound. Couldn't take it on that occasion. The ball's been bundled over for a boundary throw-in right in front of the grandstand here, centre wing position. And the big players are going to go up. It's Calabrese up against Lindsay. Umpire throws the ball in. Calabrese taps it down, looking there towards James and finds him. James now gets out of a tight situation, gets a quick kick forward, but it's fallen in the arms of Inkster across half-back for the Eagles.
The boy from Warwick the Bill, of course, came to the Eagles via Darwin, though. Kicks down towards half-forward. It was a tumbling old punt kick, a mongrel punt kick, and Gavin Colville took... It looked as though he should have taken it, but they're not always that easy to take. He drops the ball in short and finds Brent Fruin, who found that his feet went from underneath him, but he's up again. And the reliable centre half back kicks down towards half forward and finds his teammate down there too. Just a good solid mark by Mark McKenzie. Mark McKenzie, he's on the half forward line, 55 metres out from goal. He's just going to centre this one. That was a very, very good kick. It was missed by Watson. I reckon he might have had the sun in his eyes then, because it looked as though it was an easy mark that should have been taken, but the sun, directly in his eyes. A hand pass comes out from Floriani across to Toyer, back to Floriani. Another hand pass came out there to Rugolo. He went with the hand pass across to Inkster, the left footer, in and underneath this one. Up go the big pack of players. Comes off hands, picked up by Calabrese. Went with the hand pass across to Ball-Ace, and Norwood bring the ball out of defence.
And it's with Robbie Neal. Robbie Neal on his defensive 50. Pushed a long way down the ground. The kick's gone up and under. Gallagher flew up. Colville's in there, tries to pick up the football. They're all on his back, and he's going to receive the free kick. And Colville there, he's 50 metres out from goal. He's probably too far out to score. He'll be looking to pass the ball off. And the captain now, the free kick was against Robbie Neal, so he's pushed down, and Norwood have pushed a lot of numbers into the Eagles' 50-metre attacking area. Colville now probably look to go short. No, he decides up, goes long with a kick. He's got numbers there, and the goal score. Up they go. Floriani can't take it. Comes down now towards the play there, and Rugolo has a pot shot to go on the left foot, but it's gone through. It hasn't. It's gone out of bounds on the full, and it's a free kick there to Norwood, and it's Gallagher. He comes grandstand side to Hazel. Been a good player for Norwood across half-back. He plays on, looking there towards Robert, who's been another good player, but the kick was poor, and it has rolled out of bounds with a boundary throw in 80 metres around from the Eagles' goal.
25 points the margin. Norwood in front. 21 minutes of the quarter gone. And let's see how we go around the grounds again for National Wireless Two-Way Radio and at Richmond. Here's Daniel Beasy.
And Doug, we're down here, Richmond. Glenelg have just hit the front man alley by 2 points. I've got the close one down here, 6-6-42 West Adelaide, trailing Glenelg 7-2-44. Back to you.
OK, and Tick, I don't know whether you've got any updates on the game at Noarlunga. Not yet. We'll have one for you in just a few moments, though. There's the throw-in. It's on the half-forward line here for the Eagles. Lindsay got the tap out again. Trying to pick it up there was the player there in Campbell. He couldn't do so. Intercepted by his opponent in Toya. But a good mark taken there. That was a very good mark, that one. It was Matthew Dawes who took that mark across half-back for Norwood. He's been a good player today. In towards the centre of the ground. And the highly skilled ball ace it is who's taken the mark. He's got players running for him everywhere. Down towards half-forward he goes. Looks out there for a teammate. As it's Russell Haythorpe out there on the ground, and the ball has gone across though, and it will be out of bounds on the outer side of the ground. Hardly any breeze here this afternoon as I look at the flags on the scoreboard. Let's get some comments from Mark Passador.
Norwood are really pushing their players back into the Eagles 50 and then running the football out very well. They're really, once they get the numbers back, they're really running hard into their forward 50.
Ball came down to ball ace, got a quick kick forward, but Sikalela camping across half-back takes another good mark. And been a very good player today for the Eagles side. Took it over there, over Bryce Campbell on that occasion. Sikalela now looking for players. He's on the outer side of the ground. 22.5 minutes have gone in the second quarter, and it's Norwood 9 goals 4-58 to the Eagles 5 goals 3-33. He's gone in short with a kick looking there towards Mackenzie. And it was actually Fruin, goes long there towards centre half forward. Players go up. Fergus Watts is in there, taps the ball out. Lindsay, he shoveled it out towards Colville. He couldn't take it. And Dawes is in there. He's wrapped up on the tackle by Colville, and we're going to have a bounce down on the half-forward flank for the Eagles side.
Update in the game at Noarlunga. South Adelaide 6-7-47, leading North Adelaide 2-6-18. And as we just heard from Daniel Glenelg, 2 points up on West.
Players going in after the ball. There's a free kick going to be picked out, and it looks like it's going to go to Inkster. And Inkster now 80 metres out from goal, kicks inside 50, looking there for Philippo. It was a poor kick, came out towards Clements. He gave it off to Gallagher with the handball. Comes grandstand side to Carslake in front of Merriman. That's going to be a good duel. Carslake already kicked 3 goals in this game, looking for players to kick to. He's got Yerbury. Yerbury now moves to the football. Players go good spoil from the back. Came out to Colville. He got a handball to Sikalela. Sikalela goes with a kick down towards Stokes. Stokes handballed over to Merriman. It's a poor one. Came out to Floriani. He's got Vincenzo Rugolo, who's taken the mark 40 metres out from goal, and the turnover there, Mark, from the Norwood side. Eagles just had numbers everywhere.
Yeah, they did, were able to work the ball forward. It was great front centre there by Gavin Colville, able to get the crumb and start that contest, so move the ball forward.
Rugolo now has already kicked 1 goal. Vincenzo kicking towards the southern end, and the Eagles need this goal before the half-time break. He's normally a fairly reliable kick at goal. He's on a 45-degree angle, kicking from 45, and he's put that straight through the centre. The goal umpire didn't move a muscle, and great work there by the Eagles. They move on to 6 goals 3-39, trailing Norwood 9 goals 4-58 on the Beechwood home scoreboard, and Vincenzo very dangerous across half forward.
Yeah, he's a guy that always gives 110% and always works hard, and he's really worked hard on his kicking during the year, and that's starting to show rewards now with him kicking 2 straight.
Waiting now for the ball to come back to the umpires. Just looking to see where the ball is. And, the umpy's got it in the centre of the ground. It's okay. It's all under control. As Mark has a sip on the water. Our mouth's a little bit dry here as the afternoon goes on. There's the bounce up. Oh, good tap out again from Lindsay. He's doing some good stuff in there at the moment. Charging his way through, though.
Oh, too high.
Was the boy there from the Eagles.
It was Vincenzo
and it is Vincenzo once again. He's got the free kick. It was a little bit high. Went with a hand pass over to Sikalela, and it was not. If there's a little bit of a problem with Sikalela's game, it's of course his disposal. I think we all know that he normally wins it so often. His kick was ill-directed, and Ball Ace took the mark. Thumped away this time from the pack there by Stephen Hall. Picked up by Fergie Watts in towards centre half forward. And Toya all by himself. He went with a hand pass, and it was the team thing, but it was a mistake that time, and we find it's taken away by the Norwood defenders, and Jonathan Robin brings it out towards the wing. It comes off hands, picked up by Inkster. Iron calls the umpire. Inkster works his way around. A hand pass across there to Watts. Or was it Ellis? In towards centre half. A lot of courage shown there by Clements. In he comes the boy from Kimber. Went with the hand pass that time to Carslake, who's been a wonderful player. Little Gallagher unloaded after he kicked the ball, and umpire Pfeiffer says it will be down the ground on the edge of the 50-metre square, and not the sort of thing you like to see. Grant Coffey.
Russell Haythorpe with the free kick. Norwood have got numbers streaming down, decides to go longer, looking there for Robbie Neal. Can't take it, ball hits the ground. Good enough to go back in. Gets a handball to Ball Ace, holding, the umpire said. Didn't take possession of the football, and the free kick against Hall. And for making that blue there, Luke Toy is coming off, and Spear on as Ball Ace kicks in there, plays on. It's another free kick. Play on, said the umpire. James had the advantage, had a shot at goal. Patfull can't take it. It's gone through for a behind, so he went to take it. And not really sure if that was advantage there, because Tim Nicholas had the free kick on 50, but it's gone through for a Norwood behind, so that's Norwood. 9 goals, 5-59. Eagles 6 goals, 3-39. The ball is brought in. It's with Mackenzie now. Mackenzie on his defensive 50 line. The game is starting to build up in intensity. He goes long with a kick, looking there for big Fergie Watts, but over the back. That's a contender for the Paradise Community Church mark of the day. Stewie Bowen over the back of the big Duke. Fergie Watts on that occasion, and too strong.
Stewie Bowen, it's the second one I've got down here as a contender for the Paradise Community Church mark of the day. Goes in towards half forward, and Russell Haythorpe it is who takes the mark. Haythorpe now swings round. His target down here is Patfull, and that was a wonderful mark, because the ball seemed to swing away just a little bit. He was still able to take a good clean grab 45 metres out from goal. Mark, we value your comments here this afternoon, but it must be tough when you're up here watching your teammates, and at the moment Norwood just playing a little bit all over them.
Yeah, it is very tough, Doug. I'm not a good spectator at the best of times, so it's quite tough when you're down by a few goals. But as I said, Norwood are just using the ball a lot better and really running the lines well and carrying the football.
In comes Patfull, kicks for goal. I think he may have been just offline. Yes, he is. He's put it through for a minor score. So it takes Norwood to 9 goals, 660. The Eagles 6-3, 39, 21 points the margin. Well, one thing that is shining here this afternoon is the moon as I look up there into the eastern sky. Grant Coffey.
Exactly right, Doug. Thank you for that. And we could be on it. There's the way we're going at the moment. It's Hall with the football. He received it from Stokes from the kick-in. Hall now had a very good duel against his opponents down there in the back half. Goes long with a kick down there looking for Fruin. Ball hits the ground. Players going in after it. Comes out towards Lindsay. It's going to be a free kick, and it's Westbrook. And he's going to get the free kick. Holding on, said the umpire. So on his defensive 50, Westbrook has the football. Comes grandstand side with a kick, but it's gone straight to Nicholas. And Nicholas in front of Fergie Watts on that occasion, who had no hope of getting it. So Nicholas kicked over there towards Brett James. He goes along looking for Patfull. Oh, what a mark!
That's it.
Over the back of Hall, and a great mark there by Patfull as the siren sounds, and that's a contender for the Paradise Community Church mark of the day. And he can really finish off a great half of football for the Norwood side. He's going to be kicking from about 48 metres, and he's right on the boundary line on the grandstand side. Comes in now. It's a good-looking kick, but it's drifted to the left-hand side, and it's gone out on the full for the Norwood side. So the half-time scores here, Norwood 9 goals, 660, leading the Eagles 6 goals, 339. Repeating those scores, Norwood 9 goals, 6.
Umpiring is a police officer. He's also a fairly handy drummer, they tell me. Plays in a band at his local church from time to time and plays the drums. He's another Ringo. How about
another
that?
Ringo, and Biglands has actually gone down to full back, Doug, so he's on Patfull as the big man about to go at it. It's going to be Calabrese up against O'Hara. So the Eagles look like they've kept the structure pretty much the same as the umpire bounces the ball down. Players going, Calabrese gets the ball down, but it comes out towards Mackenzie for the Eagles. He handballed over there to Floriani, kicked it to centre half forward where big Fergie Watts was. In comes Spear. Spear now 55 out from goal with the left foot, goes in there to Philippo on the lead. It takes a good mark in front of Daniels on that occasion, and that was better work there by the Eagles, running through the midfield and found Philippo on the lead.
Yeah, once again, we see the benefit of winning the ball out of the middle. The Eagles were able to get it forward there. Great kick there by Luke Spear, and it was able to hit Sam Philippo on a great lead.
So Philippo now kicking from 40 metres out directly in front. Will have no problems with the distance, just a matter of accuracy. Comes in, he kicks through it to the $5 lunch special in the club rooms, and he's pretty happy at that as well. Another goal to the Eagles. That takes the Eagles to 7 goals, 3, 645. Norwood 9 goals 660 on the Beechwood home scoreboard, and great work there by the Eagles side. And Filippo there, he turned the clock back because he was out there on the fast lead, and just great stuff from the goal square on an experienced campaigner and Daniels.
Yeah, well, obviously if we can get the ball moving quickly there, Daniels is going to have a very tough job, because Sam can obviously get in the lead and was able to do it on that occasion.
I'm not sure what happened then, but the signal for the goal was only made about 15 seconds ago. It was probably...
I was actually having a look at the guy on the scoreboard then, and he's only just put it up, so there was obviously...
There was some delay, yeah, and there was some discussion. In fact, I'm not even sure what it was, but the main thing is, from an Eagle point of view, it is a goal, and we've got Mark Passador now with half a smile on his face here. There's the bounce up on the centre of the ground. Coming away there, we find it is number 18 in Matthew Bartamucci, but he's tackled strongly and thrown to the ground by Inkster, and there's going to be another ball up. It's almost in the centre of the ground again. The big fellas in O'Hara and Calabrese go up. Calabrese got that tap out, but it's a free kick to be paid here as Calabrese applied a tackle there on Rugolo. And here he is, the little dynamo for the Eagles in towards centre half forward. It bounces out of the arms of Fergie Watts. I think he might have been a bit unsighted there, and it was a little bit below the knees too, so it wasn't as easy as it looked from up here. And there is going to be a ball up after he missed that mark, and a pack fell on the ball. It's on the edge of the 50-metre square in the Eagles' attacking zone.
The big fella's about to go to Calabrese up against O'Hara. Been a fantastic duel. There's a big pack. McKenzie comes over the back. Rugolo handballed out to Floriani. Kicks inside 50. Oh, good. Comes out towards Grundy. He couldn't take it. Was the player there indoors. Got a long kick down towards Hill at centre half forward. Picked up the ball now. He's on the wing position. Handballed over there to Borlace. Was a poor handball though. Rugolo picked it up for the Eagles. He was good enough to get the free kick. Too high, said the umpire. And Rugolo now just inside the centre square takes the free kick. Goes inside 50 with a long kick down there towards Filippo. Out comes their Dawes. He got over towards Gallagher. Gallagher long kick down towards centre half forward, but a great mark there to the Eagles in Sikalella, right on the cricket pitch here, and the Eagles have come out in the second half a different side.
That was Sikalella, great courage there backing back, but also Stephen Hall was able to hold out his opponent there that enabled Sikalella to come in and protect him.
Sikalella, good kick too towards centre half forward, but it's all Eagles there from behind. I thought it might have been a mark to Calabrese. No, couldn't quite hold it. There was a hand pass that came out from Ellis. He got it across there to his teammate in McKenzie. Kicks the ball high in the air, up and towards the 10-metre square. Little Stokes there has got the ball. He's knocked over. He's still having another shot for goal. It was a great effort, but it was smothered. Wonderful defence by Norwood. A hand pass came out, and Brett James brings it away now. And it's going to be Stewie Bound on the wing who received that one. Down towards half forward he goes. Gallagher's out there. Couldn't hold the mark, and the ball's gone across the line and out of bounds. Gallagher, or was it Carslake? Might have been Carslake out there. And there is going to be a throw-in right near a sign that says lunch specials for $6.50. We've got competition. $5 in one place. No, that's another venue.
That's the Eagles Bar and Bistro on Port Road. So if you're not happy with the 5-1, you can go for $6.50. We've got a lot down here to offer.
As there's the throw, and the big fellas go high once again. Taken away by Westbrook, and this time he's gone for another one of the advertising sites. There's another food site, and there's plenty on offer.
Billy and CMO Finance. So go give Connell Farnes a call if you need a home loan. Can I plug any more sponsors here, guys?
No, you've been sacked. Take it away, Grant.
The ball comes out now. Norwood with James. Long kick inside 50. He hasn't got anyone there. Bigland storms out, taps the ball forward, but he's tapped it to Yerbury. His handball was poor, gave it straight to Inkster. Inkster comes grandstand side, but under pressure, puts it out on the full, and it was great work there by Patfull. Just knocked him off the football as he kicked it, and it's going to be a free kick there to Robran. Robran now with a kick. He was called play on, gave it over to Clemens. It's gone back there to Robran. He's given the don't argue to Inkster. The ball's been turned over. Rugolo's got it. Goes inboard with a kick to the Duke. Fergie Watts was a poor one. It came out there towards Bound. He handballed it over there to Calabrese. Came out to Hazel. Comes grandstand side to Robran again. Took the mark, played on with a handball, gave it to Bartamucci. He runs to the half-forward flank. Goes there looking for Patfull. I should have marked the ball. Hits the ground. Floriani handballed out there to O'Hara. He goes long with a kick. It's no one there. It's all Norwood. It's going to be Calabrese, but in comes the big Duke. Fergie Watts. Great work there by Fergie. But it was all Norwood with the numbers. Comes out towards James. James now with a long handball. It's gone out to the half-forward flank, and it's Stewie Bound. Goes in with a kick. It looks like it's James. Long kick. It's Borlace with a kick. Gone for goal. It's hit the post. Oh, Norwood there on the rebound, had numbers there, and ball lace from 45 has hit the post for Norwood. Takes them now to 9 goals 7, 61. Eagles 7 goals 3, 45.
Once again there, Grant, both teams are having a few turnovers that could have cost them shots on goal, but then Norwood will be able to come back and have a shot on goal there.
Well, we've just heard word from the game in Melbourne that Shane Crawford, it seems, has broken his right wrist. So that's everything's going from bad to worse at Hawthorn. In our game here, we've got the margin back to 16 points, but Norwood lead the Eagles. We are 6.5 minutes into the quarter. We'll go around the grounds again in just a few moments. It is going to be the Eagles coming out of defence this time through Merriman. He's got a lovely kick on him into centre half forward. Watts was the target there. Great football by Little Stokes as he got out to Rugalo. As his target, he didn't hit his target, but his target has picked it up in San Filippo. He's got the ball. No sign of rain, but that may well bring it. Very good mark is taken. Now that is a contender for the Paradise Community Church mark of the day for sheer raw courage. Luke Spear has taken the mark. He stood there. The ball was incredibly high in the air, and he was had to twist his body around. He's taken it on the chest, and he is around about 25 metres out from goal on a bit of an angle, but it will favour his left foot. What a mark.
Great mark, Doug, and Matthew Dawes is off the ground. Looks like a groin injury, and Russell Haythorpe on as Spear comes in on the left foot. It's a good-looking kick. He speared it straight through the middle for a goal to the Eagles. That's their rate. 8 goals 3, the Eagles, that's 51. Trailing by 10 points, Norwood, and they're 9 goals 7, 61 on the Beechwood home scoreboard.
That effort by San Filippo there, he came out in the lead, wasn't able to take the mark and was able to get straight back on his feet. He might have been having a shot at goal, but worked out well there that Luke Spear was able to take a courageous mark.
You'll give him the benefit of the doubt,
like all forwards, I will.
Umpire Tim Pfeiffer's got the ball back here in the centre of the ground at Woodville Oval. Let's see how things are going around the grounds. We'll see if we've got some updates from Noarlunga. But first of all, we will take you, with thanks to National Wireless Two-Way Radio, to Richmond and Daniel Beasy.
Yeah, Doug, there's no play yet. It's still half-time down here. The scores are still Glenelg by 1 point.
Well, whoops. But anyway, at Noarlunga, Doug, the Panthers have put on another goal. South 7-8-50, North Adelaide 3-9-27.
And back here at Woodville Oval, Spear has the ball again, this time with his right foot. Doing battle down there, we find it is a couple of players. Was that Biglands? No, it wasn't. It was Ellis. And Norwood up to the task, though, as Ball Ace got the ball. Went with a hand pass. Didn't quite hit it with his fist the first time, but then got it away across there to the player in Clements. Clements, in turn, across to another player there for Norwood, out towards the wing. And Jonathan Robran takes the mark. Plays on with a hand pass. And we find it is going to be Haythorpe. Brings it out now towards the wing position, and the mark is taken this time by Abadamucci. In fact, it was Heath Grundy first of all. It wasn't Haythorpe. So for all the Heath Grundy fans, yes, it was him, the young 17-year-older. He plays certainly with a maturity. And Jonathan Robran with another mark on the centre wing on the grandstand side.
Goes long with a kick to the half-forward flank, looking there for Hill, but Thorne in front. That's a great mark. That's a contender for the Paradise Community Church mark of the day. And he has been a great player today for the Eagles across half-back. He goes long, looking there for the big Duke. Fergie Watts is going to receive the free kick. Playing advantage with Inkster. Kicks inside 50. Ellis takes the mark in front of Daniels. And that was great work there by Fergie Watts. He's only a young bloke, and he's put himself in the front position, earned the free kick. The playing advantage was there with Inkster, and he has speared Ellis with the pass. And Mark, that's gone a metre off the ground over about 30 metres, that kick.
Yeah, he's a lovely, powerful left foot, Tim Inkster, and that was a great kick.
Ellis now from about 40 metres out on a 45-degree angle comes in. He's a thumping kick, and he's put it straight through the middle for another goal to the Eagles side. That takes them to 9 goals 3, 57. Norwood 9 goals 7, 61. It's a 4-point ball game here at Woodville Oval. We've travelled 10 minutes in the third quarter, and Doug, game on.
Game is on. In fact, at the other two matches, they're fairly close too. South leading by about 4 goals over North, and I reckon they'd be just about ready to resume at Richmond, where Glenelg hold a 1-point advantage. They're running a little bit behind there at Richmond. A little bit of delay. We're 10.5 minutes into the third quarter here at Woodville Oval. The shadows are getting bigger from the big grandstands here. There's the bounce up, though. The crowd on their toes. It's a great game of footy. In towards centre half forward go the Eagles again from that knockout. picked up though by Clements. Kicks down towards half forward, and Bartamucci's been one of the best players on the ground today, playing across half forward. He takes the mark into centre half forward. Hill went up, couldn't take the mark. It's tapped along there by Robbie Neal, but going to be mopped up here by the Eagles defenders, and little Stokes it is who got the kick, and he was FOD as Hill came in. He's a fairly willing customer as Andrew Hill, and it was a little bit unnecessary, that one, and so the free kick to be taken on the outer side of the ground on the half-back flank by John Floriani.
Floriani goes long with a kick down there looking for O'Hara, can't take it, ball hits the ground, players going in after it. It's Norwood, Carslake there, but O'Hara goes in after it, but the handball went straight to Clements. O'Hara's back in there, taps it forward to Floriani. Oh, great tackling and pressure there by the Norwood side. There were 3 Norwood players there on that occasion, wrapped him up in the tackle. Umpire comes in to bounce the ball down on centre wing outer side of the ground. 11.5 minutes have gone in the third quarter, and it's Norwood 9 goals 7-61, leading the Eagles 9 goals 3-57. And there's a free kick from the ruck contest, and it's a Norwood free kick, and it's going to go to Carslake, who's played very well today, kicked 3 goals, playing across half forward. Norwood now just moving players. He's got Robbie Neal. He wants the football. Also, Robin's in there, just holding the ball up. So the Eagles have pushed players down as well. So there's probably a group of about 30 players he's going to kick it to. Does so now. Fruin up against Hill at the back. Umpire is going to pay the man in front, Fruin. And great work on that occasion. The big fellas probably had the better of that duel against Hill.
Yeah, Brent Fruin's been great down there. He's not only one of the best dressed blokes out in the field today, but he really has dominated down there, I think, taking a lot of great marks.
Plays on there, got the hand pass away to his teammate in Stokes, but a good falling marks taken on the wing. But the umpire said there was a free kick there. Was it Tim Hazel that took the mark out there? But the free kick, in fact, has gone to the Eagles. And McKenzie it is, the boy who returned from Carlton this year. Kicks the ball back down towards the wing position. It comes off hands. I just sense that if Norwood are going to... I know Norwood's led all day, but I just sensed if the Eagles can get a goal, Norwood are going to find it hard to peg them back after that.
I think you're right, Doug. I think they need the next one just to consolidate their position in the game.
There's the bounce up now. It's on the centre wing position on the outer side of the ground, so a little bit hard to see. Rugalo has the ball. Kicks in towards centre half. No. It's a good mark taken. That's a good, strong defensive mark taken by young Heath Grundy, the 17-year-old. That was a good one, that one, as he comes in now, drops the ball in short and finds his teammate there in the Crows, James Gallagher. Fell after delivery.
And it's the kick found Hazel. He's going to receive the free kick anyway. He plays on, looking down there towards Hill. At the front was Hall. Hill comes in there, gave the handball off to Robin. He handballed it over there to the big fella Newbury. Goes to the outer side of the ground with a kick, looking there for Tim Nicholas. Picked it up, handballed over the top to Robbie Neal. He's 55 metres out. He's on his own. He had more time than that. Goes in there looking for James. He couldn't take it. Paul James. Ball hits the ground. The Eagles throw O'Hara. He was held and he didn't have it. Haythorpe was in there. Got the handball out to Carslake. He handballed over there towards Gallagher. Goes in there looking for Robbie Neal in the goal square. Punched away from him. Players going in after it. Merriman's in there. Picked it up, wrapped up in the tackle by Ball-Ace. He picked it up. He stole the footy from him. And the punt. Oh, it's a miracle. That is a miracle. He took the ball away from Merriman. He picked it out of his pocket. He got to his feet. And from the boundary line, he's done a check side and it's split the centre for a great goal to Norwood. And that's 10 goals. 7, Norwood 67, the Eagles 9 goals 3-57, and that, Doug, is the Just Great Cars goal of the day. Mark it down here because there'll be none better than that. And Mark, as we said, if Norwood just want to consolidate, they need to kick the next goal, and they have done that.
Yeah, that was a great goal. Exactly what they needed, like you said, they were over just to consolidate. So now the Eagles have got a bit more work to do if they want to get back.
OK, we'll go around the grounds again real soon and find out what's happening at both Richmond and at Noarlunga. The bounce up. It's the Eagles who take the ball away. Rugalo's had a great third quarter. Got a hand pass across there to the big loping Lindsay. Went to kick the ball. Made the fatal mistake of not putting foot to it, though. Does get a second chance, though, and kicks in towards centre half forward. In fact, it's only about 30 metres out from the Eagles' goal. And there's going to be a ball up. Norwood 10-7, 67. The Eagles 9-3, 57. 15.5 minutes have gone in the the third quarter, and boy, have we got a game on our hands. Entertaining stuff here. A good-sized crowd too at Woodville Oval, watching a high-class game of football as the action now with Stewie Bound kicking the ball off the ground, but intercepted here by the speedster in Inkster. He's going to centre the ball. It looks like a pretty useful sort of a kick. Almost a mark there by the Norwood defence. Couldn't quite control it. Another big pack of players forming 20 metres out from the Eagles' goal, and they'll be desperate to get something out of this one. 10 points the margin. Let's go to a man who knows what it's like to play in that area of the Eagles' forward line, Mark Passador.
Interesting matchup now. It looks like Tim Inkster's actually gone to Jonathan Robin, so Inkster's obviously going to try and use his pace, but he got the possession there and was then very quick to go back and pick up Robin.
Stokes has got the ball from the ruck contest, spins around and puts it through for a great goal to the Eagles side, a much needed one. The Eagles now 10 goals 3, that is 63. Norwood 10 goals 7, 67. And the Eagles are in this game. 16.5 minutes have gone in the third quarter. A great goal to Stokes. That's his first goal of the day, but has been a very important player at the crumbing contest. And it was just great work there by O'Hara to tap the ball down and Stokes onto it.
Yeah, exactly right. He put the ball into the right spot. Matthew Stokes knew where he was going to tap it and was able to work his way around his opponent, kick a very nice goal.
So 4 points the margin. Norwood in front. Let's go round the grounds again for National Wireless two-way radio. And first up, and we'll get a score from Noarlunga too, I think, from Tick. But first up at Richmond, here's Daniel Beasy.
We've got a winner down here as well. There's been a few changes already into this third quarter. We're only 5 minutes in, but West Adelaide 9-9-63, Trail Glenelg 11-3-69. Over to you, Tick.
Okay, Noarlunga south of firing 10-10-70, leading North 3-9-27.
And the action now with Bartamucci on the half-forward line here for Norwood. He's got the kick and he drops it in short, and Hill it is who's taken the mark, 45 metres out from goal, almost directly in front. Haven't seen a lot of Andrew Hill. It's the first time we've seen Norwood this year, but he played, he was at Collingwood, but it came across from North Launceston, and certainly stands out on the field because he's the only player in the Norwood team with the long sleeves. The long sleeves, and he's a good size, Doug, and be interesting to see how he goes here because he's probably kicking with a bit of a breeze behind him. In he comes now. Desperately need this one to the Norwood team. It looks like it's straightening up, but has it done it enough? No, it hasn't. It's gone through for a minor score, so we'll mark that one down. I've got him down for... You got him down for any goals yet? I haven't as yet, Doug. No goals at this stage. Not at this stage. So there we go. A couple of behinds. It's Norwood 10-8-68. The Eagles 10-3-63. The Beechwood Homes match of the day. And we are 18 minutes into the third quarter. Comes from the handball came over the top there from Gallagher, but it's gone out of play from the kick-in. So there's going to be a boundary throw in 55 metres out, 60 metres out from the Norwood goal, and 18.5 minutes have gone in the third quarter, and it's Norwood by 5 points as the umpire throws the ball in. Lindsay taps the ball down, looking there for his player there in Powell, does so, gave it back to Lindsay, over to Ruggalo, back to Lindsay, back over there towards Merriman with a handball. All the handballs there, now goes long with a kick. But the good mark there by Bound over the back of Fergie Watts on that occasion. He goes long with a kick back there to centre half forward. Players going after it. Patfull's in there and also Powell, and the umpire comes in to bounce the ball down 55 metres out from the Norwood goal. And with about 10 minutes to go in this quarter, the next goal is vital, Douglas. It certainly is vital for either team. There's the bounce up. Lindsay gets yet another tap out, and we find it's Ruggalo. Gee, he's had a great third quarter. I reckon they played him on the ball and been tremendous, Mark. Yeah, he really has turned the game, I think, Vinny. His attack on the foot is exceptional. He really gets down low and keeps his head right over the ball, and he really is an inspiration to a lot of us out there. So we're waiting now for the throw. He's only 20 years of age too. There's the throw, and it's Big Lindsay gets the tap out once again. The ball's on the ground. Umpire saying play on. I think there might be another ball up here, though, because there's another pack that is forming here. It's on the half-forward line for Norwood. They're going towards the southern end here at Woodville Oval in this quarter. It's favoured by a slight breeze. Norwood lead by 5 points. 20 minutes have gone in the third quarter. Umpire throws the ball up. Lindsay taps the ball. It's a good tap, and it's gone in the way of Borlace, and he was wrapped up in the tackle too high, said the umpire. Is going to receive the free kick, and he's 60 metres, 70 metres out from goal. Goes in short there to Carslake. He goes in there long with a kick inside 50, looking there for Nicholas, and doesn't take the mark. Player Robbie New has a pot shot, goes out wide.
Ball still in play, now it rolls over. So that was just about a mark there by Nicholas. Play on, said the umpire. Robbie Neal had the pot shot at goal, but it's gone out of play 10 metres around from the Norwood goals. And a missed opportunity there, Doug, by Nicholas.
Yeah, missed opportunity by Nicholas, but the ball is still deep in the attacking zone here for Norwood. Can they make something out of this? The ball is now in the hands of, it looked like Colville. Play on, calls the umpire, as it was Stephen Hall who eventually got it onto his left foot. Will be picked up here by Inkster on the half-back line for the Eagles, relieving the pressure there. Comes down towards the wing. Big Lindsay it was who managed to get hands to the ball. A hand pass from Ellisor. Fergie Watts, who got the hand pass away to Stokes, who's certainly busy coming into the game. Oh, there's got to be a free kick this time against Troy Clements, and it'll go the way of Luke Spear. Half-forward flank this time for the Eagles. They're surging forward.
Gave it off there to Fergie Watts with a short little pass. He's marked it right on the 50-metre line, and the umpire's not happy because he's coming around and he's pushing him right to the boundary line. Fergie comes in now, 50 out from goal, goes to the goal square. Players setting themselves. Spoil forward, comes out towards Colville, tries to get around one, does so. Comes out to Rugalo, gave it back there with a handball to Toyer. Has a pot shot around the corner at goal, but it's missed to the left-hand side. And that's a behind of the Eagles, but it's taken them a point closer. 10 goals, 4-64. Eagles, Norwood, 10 goals, 8-68. A 4-point ball game. And Norwood just doing everything they can just to hold this lead, Doug.
Yeah, we've got the margin of 4 points on the Beechwood home scoreboard. 22 minutes of the quarter gone here. Quite a bit behind at the Richmond Oval. We'll take you out to Daniel again real soon and also get an update on the game at Norlunga. Back in the centre of the ground, we find it's Inkster. He couldn't take the ball. A lightning hand pass from Brett James, who's been wonderful today. Gets it over there to his teammate, the boy there on the left foot. Was that Martamucci? No, it wasn't. It was Paul James. Of course it was. It's picked up here, though, by Vicky Urbury at centre half forward. He's quickly dispossessed of the ball. 40 metres out from goal, maybe just 35. 35 metres out from the Norwood goal as they go towards the southern end, and there's going to be a ball up.
That was a great tackle there by Rhett Biglands. I think if that tackle didn't stick, Norwood could have been away then, could have been running into an open goal.
30 metres out from the Norwood goal, doing the tackle. Nearly 23 minutes have gone in the third quarter. Very important stage of this third quarter and setting up the game for either side. Umpire bounces the ball down. Big thump forward there for Norwood. Comes out there towards Siklela. They picked up the football. Tries to get the handball forward. Can't do so. Bruin's in there. He can't get it out. Players diving in on after the football. Hill's in there. Got a handball out. Came out towards Gallagher. Now Carslake picked it up. Snapped around the corner at goal. But right on the goal line is Hall. Took a good saving mark. He handballed over the top to Stokes. Stokes with a little chip kick to Colville. Comes grandstand side. He's got Toyer. Takes a good mark. Oh, a bit of pressure there by Haythorpe. Pushed him out of play, but the umpire said there's no 15 or 25 metre penalty. So Toyer now with the football on centre wing, grandstand side, just looking for someone to kick to. He's got Fergie Watts at centre half forward, goes towards that player, camps himself in front. Oh, good mark there by Hazel over the back. It was a 2-on-1 situation, and he's been a good player for Norwood today across half-back. He goes inboard towards James. James has picked up plenty of football. He's got Heath Grundy running for him on the outer side. Goes that way with a kick. Grundy now just needs to pick up the football, does on the left foot. It's a poor kick in the run. Gallagher's there. He can't pick it up. Floriani picked it up, but has seen the ball out of play on the outer side wing position. 4
points the margin here in favour of Norwood, 10-8-68. The Eagles 10-4-64 for Beechwood Homes. And now let's go around the grounds with thanks to National Wireless two-way radio. And first up, here's Daniel Beasy at Richmond.
Okay, Richmond, this is a great game down here. It's 10-9-69 to West Adelaide. It's all a draw down here. Glenelg 11-3-69. Over to you, T.
At Norlunga, it's South Adelaide streaking away 12-12-84, leading North 3-10-28.
So it looks like South showing a little bit of the form that they've been promising, but there's still a quarter and a bit to go. 25 minutes of the quarter gone here with us, and having a shot for goal for Norwood is Robbie Neal, and there probably aren't any more reliable kicks in the SANFL when shooting for goal apart from Mark Passador. In comes Robbie Neal, and he's off target this time with that one and puts it through for a minor score. You're not a bad kick for goal actually, Mark. But,
so far it's been all right this year. Yeah.
It has been. But you were probably, you know, being an Eagles man, obviously you're keen to see your boys get up. When Robbie Neal had that shot for goal, you're thinking, well, I just hope he's off target.
He's a very good finisher.
5 points the margin now. Norwood in front, 25 minutes of the quarter gone.
Inkster's got the football line outer side wing, goes in towards his teammate there in Spear, and a great spoil from the back there by Clements for the Norwood side. And Spear just been a very important player in the last couple of weeks for you. Just brings something a bit different. He's a small crumbing player with plenty of pace.
Yeah, he is. He's very lively, and he uses the ball quite well too on his left foot, so he's lifted a notch here in this third quarter.
On the half-forward flank for the Eagles side, Lindsay up against Calabrese. Lindsay taps it down, goes in after his own football, tries to get the ball out, but the umpire's going to come in and bounce it down on the half-forward flank position. 26 minutes have gone in the third quarter, and it's Norwood 10 goals, 9-69, leading the Eagles 10 goals, 4-64. Quick kick forward by Norwood, comes out in the way of Bartamucci on centre wing outer side, got plenty of space. He's had 2 bounces. The ball's hit the ground now. Had plenty of time to go and pick after it again. Goes over there towards the play there, and Campbell 55 metres out, goes in towards goal. Players going up, comes out there towards Biglan's picked up. It was a poor handball. Bartamucci blocked off, had a pot shot, a goal, he put it through. Great work there by Bartamucci. Biglan's tried to get the handball over to a teammate. He blocked the handball, picked the footy up in the one go, and had a pot shot for goal. And from 30 metres out, put it straight through on the left foot. And Norwood have kicked a very important goal leading into the three-quarter time break. That takes him to 11 goals, 9-75 over the Eagles, 10 goals, 4-64 on the Beechwood home scoreboard.
And Bartamucci, I got a feeling we might be thinking about him as a contender for one of our... Now we're going to do the 3-2-1 at the end of the match. He's been a wonderful player for Norwood today, and certainly that was superb stuff, as you said, Grant. So the margin here now is out to 11 points in favour of Norwood. Brett James coming through, and he has got the free kick. He was held without the ball, and I reckon he's just about best man on the ground, you know. I reckon he has just worked tirelessly. And I reckon if we had stats here, our stats man, Paul Blandis, away today, not well. All the best to you, Paul. But he has been just superb, has Brett James. And in the back, you pulled it right, Grant. And Andrew Hill, the big centre-half forward for Norwood, has the free kick. He'll kick from just on 50 metres. Don't know whether it's going to test him or not. Well, it will test him, but whether he's got the leg power to kick this one, we'll find out.
Against Biglan's on that occasion, and Hill tried to get the ride there, and Biglan's came over the top and just pushed him fair square in the back as the three-quarter time siren sounds. So this is a very, very important shot at goal, Doug. 45 metres out from goal, directly in front. He'll probably be kicking closer to 50 by the time he comes in. There's probably, if any breeze, it's probably coming maybe over his right shoulder. But Hill now, we've seen he can kick the football long distances, comes in, kicks from right on 50. That's a thumping kick. He put it over the fence. He put it through for a goal. Great work there by Norwood. And also Hills, that's a 12th goal to Norwood. 12 goals, 9-81 Norwood. The Eagles 10 goals, 4-64. Do we have a last quarter on our hands here? And that's his first goal, Doug. So we know now he can kick the football long distances and he can kick a straight ball.
Well, he's kicked that ball about 65 metres or so, I think, Mark. It was...
To Dylan Kent. 2 goals to Shannon Rusco, Luke Jericho, Brad McCabe and Jordan Russell, and singles to Salam Hussain. And for Glenelg, Josh Mahoney, has 1 goal. Paul Allison has 4. Carol Morris with 1. William Neely 1. Daniel McKenty 1. Luke Panozzo 1. Matthew Golding 1. And Jamie Vlatko 1.
Scores at Noarlunga at the final siren, three-quarter time South, 14-13, 97. Leading North 3-12-30. Doug?
And back here at the Woodville Oval, it's the Woodville West Torrens team going forward once again, and they get the first score of this final quarter. It's been knocked through for a minor score. So the Eagles 10-5-65, but trailing Norwood 12 goals, 9-81. The margin now 16 points. And just looking at the flags on the scoreboard there, Mark Passador, our special comments man, looks like the breeze has just blown up just that little bit more.
Yeah, it's favouring the south end, so hopefully that'll help get the Eagles over the line.
Brugalo with a kick, went forward, but it's all Norwood there at the moment. It's going to be a Norwood free kick off the football by the look of things, and it's going to go to Daniels. Daniels now plays on quickly, gives it out there towards Carslake, back to Daniels in the 1-2. Now another handball over there to Gallagher. They're running the ball out defence with a handball. Another handball to James. Little short kick now to Robran. They got plenty of numbers running through half back now. Robran decides to go along with the kick. He's got bound at centre half forward. Can't take it. Ciccoletta at the back of the pack. Handballs over the top towards Mackenzie. Got over the handball to Fergie Watts. He goes long with a kick to Spear at centre half forward on the 50-metre attacking line. They've got numbers for the Eagles. Stokes on his own and takes the mark. And both sides there just moving the football. No one was manning up on either side, and Stokes was standing in a forward pocket all on his own and is going to be having a shot on goal from about 30 metres out on a 45-degree angle.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right, Grant, that no team then, both teams then weren't really manning up, so it was when the turnover came there, the Eagles were able to turn the ball back, and Matthew Stokes having a shot at goal, and I'll back him in here.
Stokes has kicked one in the third. Eagles need this goal to get themselves back. Oh, that's a terrible kick. He's pulled it way left. It's going to fall short. It's a mark. It's a mark to Ellis. He should have made the distance. It fell short, and Ellis there was in the goal square up against Grundy, took a good mark.
I better stop predicting my teammates' shots at goal. I think I'm no good.
You put the Moz on them, but it's big Ellis. He won't have any trouble with the distance. He's only 10 metres out, but he's on a very acute angle. He's on the right side for a right footer. As he comes in now, he'll probably try to run around at the last moment. Comes in, runs around now, check side, has a pot shot. He's put it straight through. For the Eagles, 11 goals. Great goal, great start for the Eagles. 11 goals, 5, 71 the Eagles. Norwood, 12 goals, 9, 81, a 10-point ball game here at Woodville Oval in the last quarter.
I hate to use the cliche, but it's just what the coach would have wanted.
Exactly right, Doug.
Yeah, so, no, great start here to the Eagles, but they still trail, of course, as you said, Grant, on the Beechwood home scoreboard. The margin now has been brought back to 10 points. 3 goals now to Dale Ellis. He's been useful rather than brilliant today, but 3 goals is a pretty handy return. 3 goals, 1 I've got him down for, and that was a good goal by the big bloke. Umpire Tim Pfeiffer to put the ball back into action. Carlo Calabrese and Paul Lindsay to throw their bodies at each other in the centre of the ground here at Woodville Oval. The sun's gone behind a cloud. In fact, just about all over Adelaide for where I'm sitting, apart from just a few spots of blue. It's come in cloudy now. There's the bounce up. It was Lindsay who got the tap out once again. A left-handed ruckman, of course, Toya. Been one of the best players today for the Eagles. Onto his left foot, the former Fremantle boy. In towards centre half forward he goes, but it's all locked up down there, and the umpire comes in and will call for yet another bounce. 10 points the margin here. 4 minutes have gone in the final quarter. The Beechwood Homes Game of the Day on Life FM. And wherever you're listening to us around Adelaide or on the internet, hope you're enjoying our broadcast.
Fergie Watts now got the handball to Rugolo. He's wrapped up in the tackle by Ball Ace, but it's going to be a free kick, and it's going to go to the Duke. Big Fergie Watts, 60 metres out from goal. Too high, said the umpire. Gave the ball off to Toya with a handball. He goes long with a kick inside 50. Norwood come in and got numbers there. Players there. Who's got the ball in his Bartamucci, wrapped up in the tackle there by Mackenzie, 20 metres out from the Eagles' goal.
That was a great effort there by SANFL. He was outnumbered 2-1. His opponent was holding him off the footy, but he was able to get a fist in him and cause a contest there.
Umpire comes in now to bounce it up. It's only about 15 metres out from the Eagles' goal. Taken away here by the Norwood player in Hazel. Very, very good footballer. Comes out now to Stewie Bown, who runs into a wall of Eagles players. Was grabbed too high. He's been pretty useful today, big Stewie Bown. And he'll go back. He's not the most reliable of kicks. Probably make a liar of him. He drops the ball in short, and Carlo, the double C, Carlo Calabrese it is who's taken the mark now. On the defensive 50-metre line, he's a left footer. In he comes, an awkward-looking style.
Good
kicks
kick
down towards the centre. That was very effective, and Jonathan Robrin, who's been sensational today, takes the mark across now to Matthew Bartamucci, another left footer. Kicks the ball long and high up towards centre half forward. Knocked away there by Rhett Biglands as Hill went for the mark. Will be picked up by Carslake. He's hit 3 goals so far. Goes with a hand pass this time across here to James Gallagher. His kick's deep into the forward pocket this time. The Woodville West Torrens defenders working overtime as young Westbrook came in there and couldn't quite control it, and the ball's gone out of bounds. There will be a throw in 40 metres around from the Norwood goal.
Umpire about to throw the ball in. It's going to be Biglands up against Yeobury on this occasion. Great sport from behind there by Biglands just a moment ago. Ball comes to the front of the pack. It's Colville. Handball's over there to Ciccoletta. Tries to get a quick kick forward. Does so. Comes grandstand side. Stokes and Haythorpe run onto the football, but the ball has gone out of play right in the middle of the 2 grandstands here at Woodville Oval. Gone 6 minutes in the last quarter. It's Norwood, 12 goals, 9, 81. 10-point leaders over the Eagles, 11 goals, 5, 71 on the Beechwood home scoreboard. Lindsay up against Big Carlo Calabrese. Lindsay taps the ball down, comes out towards Colville. Quick kick forward there towards Ruggalo. He can't take it. Ball hits the ground. Players going in. Haythorpe now. He couldn't take it. Ruggalo came in. Handballed over there to Colville. He got a kick out towards Toya. Toya 80 metres out from goal. Has one bounce. Goes long with a kick towards Spear. Oh, he's knocked over. He was bowled over like one of the pins at 10-pin bowling there by Big Carlo. And Spear has got a free kick 40 metres out directly in front of goal.
That was Luke Spear was sitting in the forward 50 there unmarked, and Sam Philippi initially went to make his lead towards him there, but saw he was there and then changed the direction of his lead, so that enabled Luke to be on his own and take the mark.
Great smart football, and Spear now is going to be having a shot on goal from about 35 metres out directly in front. He's a left footer, normally a very good kicker. The football comes in and he claps it before it goes through for a goal to the Eagles side. We've got a 4-point ball game, 12 goals 5, 77 the Eagles, 12 goals 9, 81 Norwood. 7.5 minutes have gone in the last quarter, and Robrin's coming off the ground, so that's a bit of a surprise because he's been a very good player for the Norwood side, and they're looking at putting Bryce Campbell back on, so the change has been made. Bit surprising, that one, Doug.
Yeah, it was. I think he may have actually been the offender there with that free kick, and whether Macca wants to have a word to him or what, I'm not sure, but he's been a wonderful player, Jonathan Robrin, today, from what we've seen anyway. So the action back in the centre. We're back now to, you're right, Grant, a 4-point ball game here. Norwood still lead, though, 81-77 at Woodville Oval. Oh, little Gallagher got one around the neck there. He may have ducked a little bit, and Toya grabbed him a little bit too high. The hand pass from Gallagher went to Haythorpe, the boy who joined Norwood after a come and try day a couple of years ago. Kicks into centre half forward, grabbed by Ciccolella across to Powell. Comes out now to Westbrook. Westbrook kicks the ball high in the air. It's a wobbly old punt kick. Up they go. Comes off hands. Ruggalo couldn't quite control it. Better known as Rugalo. The ball is in the centre of the ground this time. Gallagher's in there once again. There's not much to that body of his, but he's always in and under and has tremendous skills normally to finish off, as we've seen him with the Crows and also with Norwood over the years. Norwood 12-9, 81. The Eagles 12-5, 77. 8.5 minutes have gone in the final quarter.
A couple of marks that normally would have been taken. The ball comes down to Hazel. Hazel tries to get the handball. Found Borlace. He tried to get a kick forward, but he was pressured there by Ciccolella. Goes in after the ball. Gets the handball over there towards Paul James. He's looking where to handball the ball before he got it. Now picked it up, kicked it long down towards centre forward Newbury, but it's Toya once again. Great work. Attack the football. Kicks long to centre forward. Fergie Watts. Markle free kick. Call it what you like, but great work there by the big Duke. Right in the centre of the ground now with the football, right on the middle of the cricket pitch, in the middle. And Fergie now just holding the ball up. Goes long inside 50. Down there looking for McKenzie. Good spoil from the back of the pack. Comes to Ciccolella on 50. Gave it over Rugalo. Rugalo runs to 40. Has a shot at goal. And puts it through for a goal to the Eagles. The Eagles have hit the front. Eagles 13 goals 5. 83, Norwood 12 goals 9, 81. 2 points leaders, the Eagles at the moment on the Beechwood home scoreboard. Great work there by Vincenzo to kick his third goal.
Yeah, that was great work there. Obviously good movement again by the Eagles, and Vinny loves kicking goal and he celebrated that one beautifully.
Well, I would say you're the most self-controlled injured footballer I've seen, Mark. Maybe because you've got a microphone there with you, but what a thriller we've got here.
I'm about to start barracking very soon.
2 points the margin, eh? We've got the Eagles in front for, I think, the first time in the game, or close to it anyway. We'll find out what's happening around the grounds, though, and see how we're going. First of all, with thanks to National Wireless Two-Way Radio, we'll take you down to Richmond Oval, and it's Daniel Beattie.
Well, Doug, down here, it's about 2 minutes into the last quarter. West up points, 12-10, 82. Good.
Here, there is a wonderful mark that's just been taken by the Eagles. We'll get a score from Noarlunga real soon. We've had just a little bit of a difficulty down there, probably the atmospheric conditions or something, but that's a wonderful mark that's been taken this time by the Eagles, and the boy taking it is Luke Spear. He's kicked 2 goals so far. Obviously, he'll go back for his third, and he's going to kick from directly in front and only about 25 metres out, and a chance to put the Eagles that little bit further ahead. In he comes. There's the kick for goal. Lovely skills, and he's put that one through. Goal number 3, so he joins Dale Ellis and Vincenzo Rugalo is kicking 3 goals this afternoon for the Eagles. They move along to 14 goals, 5, 89. Norwood, 12 goals, 9, 81, 8 points the margin. I guess now, Mark, it's a question of saying, what would Macca be thinking? What should he do if Norwood are to get up?
Yeah, I think the Eagles now start to really dominate around the middle, so I think that's where Norwood need to try and get a bit of ascendancy back in the game, whether they lock onto a few of the Eagles players or not, or just really just try and knock the ball forward now.
And Mark, Luke Spears really made a spot for himself across half forward for the Eagles side after coming in, later in the year.
Yeah, I think since half time, I think he's really turned the game around. He's played very well.
The big fellas go at it in the ruck contest. Comes down towards Ruggalo. Ruggalo now comes out, tried to get the handball to Toya. Floriani's in there fighting for the football. And the umpire comes in to bounce the ball down right in the centre of Woodville Oval. 12 minutes have gone in the last quarter, and it's the Eagles, 14 goals, 5, 89, leading Norwood, 12 goals, 9, 81, an 8-point ball game.
Grant, we've got an update on the game at Noarlunga. South Adelaide 15-14, I think I got from Tick at 104, leading North Adelaide 5-12-42. So the Panthers well in control by 62 points at this stage.
Ball's kicked forward for Norwood, but it's all the Eagles with Colville. Colville now with a footy, handballed over there towards Ruggalo, tried to handball over there to Stokes. Stokes there, handballed it over to Inkster. Inkster short little kick to Floriani, put him under pressure. Haythorpe came over the back. It's now with Campbell for Norwood. Players falling in after the football. And it's going to be a boundary, it's going to be a bounce up on centre wing grandstand side.
That was a great courage there by John Floriani. He knew he was about to get crunched there, but back and kept his eye on the ball.
I think if there's anything that characterises John Floriani, it's his courage, isn't it? Wonderful stuff. This time it's Stokes, who's been a busy player today for Woodville West Torrens, kicks the ball down towards half forward. It dribbled along the boundary line, but he gained about 30 metres with that. It was a very, very good effort by the youngster, and it's out of bounds, and there will be a throw in. It's about 60, it'd be about 70 metres around from the Eagles' goals. They lead at the moment 14-5, 89. Norwood 12-9, 81. 8 points the margin on the Beechwood home scoreboard. There's the throw, and up go the big fellas once again, and Luke Toya, who's been a busy little player all day. He gets it across to Rugalo. The tackle applied there by Brett James. It was a great tackle, that one. Players getting a little bit frustrated here too. Comments from Mark Passador.
I notice Jonathan Robin's ready to come back on the ground, whether they just need to give him a bit of a spell, because he's obviously playing on the ball up on the wing, so maybe they just need to give him a bit of a spell. He could maybe come back on and turn this game around.
Ball's tapped forward for the Eagles. Came out towards Ruggalo, but once again it's Norwood through Paul James. Handballed over there towards the player in... It was Campbell. Quick kick forward there by Colville, but it's all Norwood there. Hazel's got the football, tried to handball it over to Gallagher, but he's wrapped up on the tackle. Great work by the Eagles side to hold it in, and it was McKenzie on that occasion, just hurled the football in, and we're going to have a bounce down 40 metres out from the Eagles' goal. Calabrese going to go up against Lindsay. Lindsay pushes his way to the front, bound, comes over the back, comes out towards Spear. He's wrapped up in the tackle by Hazel. Umpire comes in, he was right on the spot once again to bounce the ball down, but great work there by Spear again. Just about got out the tackle as Robin waiting to come back on for the Norwood side. And very important player to get back on the ground for Norwood. Umpire bounces the ball down, so Paul bounced. And it was James tapping it over, Brett James to Paul James. Paul James went to the other side of the ground where Bartamucci in front took the mark on the half-back flank. He's got players running for him. He needs to move the ball on quickly. Just holds the ball up. Bartamucci been a good player today for Norwood. Now goes long with a kick down there looking for Patful and also Yerbury. Hall taps it forward and it's gone out of play, out of side of the ground. Boundary umpire will throw the ball in, and good work there by the defence for the Eagles side.
OK, we'll go around the grounds again in just a few moments. The Crows defeated Hawthorn today by a massive 86 points. Wayne Carey and Mark Stevens, 4 goals apiece. Wonderful performance. So the changes are being made here. It looks like Russell Haythorpe's coming off, and Jonathan Robrin, who's been one of the stars today, comes onto the ground. 8 points the margin in favour of the Eagles now. We've played 15 and a half minutes in the final quarter. Calabrese with that awkward-looking left foot kick of his. Got it in towards centre half forward. Comes off hands taken by Gallagher. Kicks up towards the teeth of goal. A hand pass from Hill. Comes out to Carslake. He went with the hand pass too, but Sickarella's up to it and bursts his way through and drives the Eagles down towards the wing position. It could have been a mark. Should have been a mark taken there by the Crows player. Would you believe the Norwood player in Campbell probably didn't realise that he was out there by himself. He missed the mark. He sort of went for a punch, and eventually a pack of players fall on the ball, and there's going to be a ball up midway between wing and half forward. Norwood in attack.
Lindsay and Calabrese on the wing position out of side of the ground. Ball hits the ground, comes out towards James. Got a handball over there towards Hazel. He kicked it out wide there to the outer side, and Borlace short kick there towards Yerbury. Picked it up on the second bounce. Got it back to Borlace, but his handball from Borlace has gone straight to Inkster. He handballed over there to Hall. The veteran goes long along the outer side wing position to Rugalo. Been a good player in the last quarter and has kicked 3 goals as well. Comes inboard to Floriani with a kick. Handballed over to Inkster, running through the centre with a kick. Looking there for Filippo. Ball hit the ground. Hazel goes in, but it's a free kick. Oh, that's a bit harsh there against Daniels, and it's going to be a free kick to Filippo. And in the back, said the umpire, I didn't really see what that was for, Mark.
Yeah, it looked like just when Sam went to the ground there, maybe just came over the top. Bit 50-50, but like a true forward, I'm sure he'll take it.
He'll take it, no doubt about that, as Filippo will come in and kick from about 40 metres out from goal, just about directly in front. Normally a very good kick of the football. Has a shot. That's a thumping kick, and he's put it through for a goal to the Eagles. Great work there by the Eagles. Made the most of a bit of an iffy free kick, and they've gone to 15 goals 5. 95 to Norwood, 12 goals 9, 81, and it's all the Eagles doing all the scoring here in the last quarter.
They're going with a slight breeze, but you can score at the other end. But let's see how things are going around the grounds. And first of all, let's go to Daniel Beasy at Richmond.
Down here, Doug, it's West Adelaide by 9 points. West Adelaide 13-10, 88, leading Glenelg 12-7, 79.
At Norlunga, Doug, North Adelaide have just put on 3 goals. South now 15-16, 106. North Adelaide 8-12, 54.
And back here at Woodville Oval, big Lindsay got the tap out, got it across to Sicolella, in towards centre half forward. Watts in there, a lot of courage from this youngster. Went with a hand pass, was wonderful football there to Colville. And on the lead is Filippo. And he's taken a mark about 35 metres out from goal. And a chance now to bring up his, let's see, he's kicked 2 so far, so obviously his 3rd goal for the afternoon. But my goodness me, that was wonderful football. Mark Passador.
Yeah, it was great movement there, and Fergus obviously tapped the footy very hard, and Gavin Colville there with a great kick, hitting Sam right in the chest.
Amazing what confidence can do. You kick a goal or two, and if you could bottle the stuff and sell it, we'd be rather rich, wouldn't we?
Yep.
In comes Filippo. There's his kick for goal. It looks all right from here. Yes, the lady in front of me is waving her Eagles scarf. She's pretty excited. Goal number 3, Mark Sam Filippo. He's got a brother called Mark, I think, hasn't he? Michael, at least. He's got dad, Peter, at least, who was a wonderful footballer with the old West Torrens, yeah. But the Eagles just seem to be moving away with this game now. 16-5, 101. Norwood, 12 goals 9, 81. I think the margin might have been something like 17 points in favour of Norwood at 3-quarter time. It's been a great last quarter for the Eagles. 20 minutes of the quarter gone, so it looks like an Eagles win. Grant Coffey.
Lindsay taps the ball down, falls in the arms of Bartamucci, handballed over there towards Borlace. Quick kick forward down towards Yerbury at centre half forward, but it's all the Eagles. Thrown once again, mops it up, kick around the corner on the left boot, and has found touch, and that was great work there by Thrawn. So there's going to be a boundary throw in 80 metres around from the Norwood goal. And on the scoreboard, it's the Eagles 16 goals 5, 101. Norwood 12 goals 9, 81, a 20-point margin. 20 minutes have gone in the last quarter. Lindsay, he's thumped that 30 metres forward. Great work there, and the Inkster runs onto it, but has gone out of play once again, and that's as good as a kick.
Yeah, it was a great thump there. That's one of Paul Lindsay is able to use his strength there and just whack the ball forward. That's a great play for the Eagles.
As the sun comes out again on Woodville Oval, the throw-in now, it's on the outer wing. There's the big fellas doing battle. Lindsay here doing battle there with Calabrese. Pretty hard to see who got that tap out. Will be picked up though here by the Norwood player. Gee, a bit hard to pick him up in the light here. It's getting a little bit dull, even though the sun is shining on some parts of the oval. Sicolella, that was clever football as he dummied around an opponent. Kicks in towards centre half forward. Big leap from behind there by the Norwood defenders. Down towards half forward they go, and Borlace it is. He's had a pretty useful game today, has Scott Borlace. And he's taken the mark on the half-forward flank. He'll centre it this time. And look here for young Campbell. Oh, may have relaxed just just that little bit. Chipping in nicely was Mackenzie. Perhaps the kick floated in the air just a bit too much too. And Gavin Colville getting some important touches, but this time the mark taken at centre half back here for the Redlegs by Stewie Bound. His kick was ill-directed though. His target was Gallagher, but he couldn't take it. It's going to be Sam Filippo on the half-forward line, taking the mark, or taking the kick at least. Got it across there to Spear, and Spear races in and kicks his 4th goal for the afternoon. And I look at Spear, and he's kicked 4 goals. He probably hasn't a huge number of touches, but goodness me, he's been part of a very even lineup after half-time. Anyway, the Eagles now moving along to 17 goals, 5, 107. Leading Norwood, 12 goals, 9, 81. The margin now 26 points. Mark Passador.
Yeah, Luke Spear's been an absolute revelation in this second half. He's kicked 4 goals, and he's really turned this game on its ear.
He's been a very good player. Last week, I think it was his first game for the club at senior level, and played very well. Looked like he was going to miss through what we thought was a hamstring injury, but once again just been really good, and he's very lively. He's very good over a head for his size.
He is, and he's very composed too. It's really playing a great game.
We'll go around the grounds again in just a moment. The close one appears to be at the Richmond last report we had Westies leading by just 9 points, so still anybody's game there. This time the Eagles going forward again, and Stokes has been a busy player today. Kicks up towards the teeth of goal. Up goes Filippo, couldn't take the mark. Another chance here for the Eagles. Are they going to kick a goal? It was Rugolo this time, off target, and puts it through for a minor score. So we've got him down for 3 goals, 1. And I reckon as much as anybody, I know we've commented before, Mark, but Vincenzo Rugolo has really given the Eagles a tremendous lift in this last half.
He has, I think, like I said, him and Luke Spear have really come out at half-time, and the great thing is they're both young players, and they've really stepped up today.
Forward Daniels from the kicking goes long towards Haythorpe. Oh, he's dropped the mark, and it's come off his knee, so the umpire said it will be a boundary throw-in on the centre wing grandstand side. 23 minutes have gone in the last quarter. It's the Eagles 12 goals. It's the Norwood side, 12 goals, 9, 81. They're trailing Eagles 17 goals, 6, 108. The ball, great mark there by Fergie Watts. The kick went towards him, and in front took a great mark. Fergie now at centre half forward, goes in towards Sam Filippo. Good spoil at the back from Daniels. Comes out in the way of Floriani. 55 out from goal. Goes inboard with a kick towards Filippo once again. Good second effort in after the football. Wheels around, but he's found a teammate. No, Fergie couldn't take it. Good ball there by Bound. Came out towards James. He'll be in the vote. He's been a good player. Got the handball forward. Fergie Watts back in there again. The second effort. And great work there by the big Duke, just holding the ball up. And the umpire comes in to bounce it down 48 metres out from the Eagles' goal.
OK, the margin here is 19 and 8, 27 points now in favour of the Eagles. We'll go around the grounds this time, even though the ball is in play again here at our game, or will we stay with it? Let's see if the Eagles can score. No, Norwood will bring the ball out of defence, and they should clear this time as big Jonathan Robrin goes with a hand pass to Carslake. So the Norwood team surging forward this moment. Now, thanks to National Wireless two-way radio, we'll take you around the ground. First of all at Richmond, here's Daniel Beasy.
Yeah, Doug, well, you're right. It's anybody's game still down here. Sean Wren's up out of the box barking instructions, but it's West Adelaide 13-10-88, leading by 7 points. Glenelg 12-9-81.
And if Noarlunga North have put on 6 goals this quarter to South's 1, it's South 15-16-106 to North 9-12-66.
And back here at Woodville Oval, we find Norwood 12-9-81, but the Eagles running away with the game a bit in the last 15 minutes or so. The Eagles 17-6-108. The margin still on 27 points in favour of the Eagles. A little bit of a mix-up here. The umpire is calling play on this time as Luke Toyer, who's been a very, very busy player today. Kicks down towards half forward. Spear was the target down there. He had the ball, got a hand pass out, but intercepted by Carslake. Got it across there to his teammate in Nicholas. Kicks out towards half back, and Jonathan Robrin takes the mark. Plays on. Those beautiful skills there. For a fella of that height, just to turn on his left foot and kick like that was just superb. He's a natural right footer, as we all know. The ball comes back now to James Gallagher in towards the centre of the ground. Looks down here for Patfull. Couldn't take the mark. Went with one hand against Stephen Hall. But little Westbrook will get a free kick here as he was tackled without the ball. And he is a good workhorse. I like the way he plays.
Bit of frustration, Doug, from Patfull.
I think you might be right there. But Mark Passador, he's a good young player, young Westbrook.
He is. He's another young bloke that really has a crack when he's around the footy. Always puts his head over the ball and is very lively, as you said.
Westbrook goes long with a kick, comes grandstand side. Norwood have got numbers with Rob Reynolds, but it's Inkster, the smaller one of the 2-1 out. He picked it up, goes long with a handball to Spear. Spear on the half-forward flank, kicks inside 15 to Philippo. Oh, put it on a plate for him. And that was absolutely sensational stuff. And can he pinpoint the football, Luke Spear?
Yeah, he's got beautiful skills, and I wouldn't mind being on the end of a few of those kicks.
I tell you. You'd be licking your lips there, coming out from full forward as Philippo coming in. He'll be kicking right on 50. He's a thumping kick. It's going through for a goal to Philippo. That's number 4 for Philippo, third in this quarter. And it's the Eagles 18. 18 goals 6, 114. Norwood 12 goals 9, 81 on the Beechwood home scoreboard. And Sam Philippo, that was just great work, and just on the lead, he's really timing his leads well at the moment.
He is, and he's a lovely kick for goal, so it doesn't need the ball too many times to kick a few goals. But as you said, out in the lead, it was beautifully weighted. And Luke Spear, great kick. Sam didn't have to break stride.
I don't know whether you guys realise, but Norwood haven't scored in this last quarter, and the Eagles have kicked 8 goals. What have they kicked? They've kicked 8 goals, 2. They've just absolutely dominated. There's the bounce up. It's O'Hara leaping high for the Eagles. Gets the tap out, but Brett James gets the ball away. Went with the hand pass across to Yerbury. Yerbury kicks the ball high in the air. It's gone into the 50-metre zone. No one can take the mark there. And maybe that's perhaps deep down been the real problem for Norwood. Just no one to take a big grab there across half-forward. Carslake with the ball. Went with the hand pass. Intercepted by Cicalella. In turn got it across to Toya. Another hand pass to Stokes. He's running through the centre wing. Stokes, beautiful skills, and finds McKenzie out on the half-forward flank.
McKenzie now with the football. He's got Philippo leading, goes in that direction, puts it up for the big fella. Good spoil at the back on this occasion from Daniels, and the ball's gone out of play. 55 metres around from the Eagles' goals. Grandstand side. Nearly 27, nearly 28 minutes have gone in the last quarter, and it's the Eagles 114, Norwood 81 as the umpire throws the ball in. O'Hara taps the ball down, looking there for Rugolo, tries to get a handball out. He's wrapped up in the tackle there by Calabrese and also Borlace. It's actually Nicholas and Borlace. The umpire just signalling he's going to throw the ball up. He does so. O'Hara taps the ball down, but it's Norwood through Clements. Gave it over to Robin with a handball. Got with a handball to Gallagher. He goes with a kick to centre half forward as the siren sounds to end this game. And the Eagles, just too good in the last quarter, just overpowered the Norwood side. The Eagles, 18 goals 6, 114. Norwood, 12 goals 9, 81.